Hello.
Hello.
What have you got against tits, Jack?
I've got nothing against tits.
Yeah, we know. Dry as a bone at the moment.
Dry as a bone.
Gagging for it.
Jack's virginity has regrown back. If anybody can help him out, we're putting together donations. We're trying to, today's sponsor is prostitutes.
I'll tell you who is the sponsor. Warrior Prince 3D.
Segway.
What a segue.
Bring us in.
Richard, he has a printer. He has a lovely printer. Richard is a wonderful, sexy, glorious sponsor. He prints all sorts of things, miniatures, terrain, cosplay items, and more. You can get 15% off of your order at www.warriorprince3d.etsy.com by using our permanent and exclusive code to the stars. And if you whack 20 quid's worth of stuff in your basket, you'll also get a lovely 3D printed Starfinder badge to accompany you with. Thank you, Richard, for all you do.
Absolutely. Man's a legend. Yeah.
You're such a wordsmith.
Oh, yes. That's exactly what I'm looking for. If you're on Twitch and you have Amazon Prime, you have access to Twitch Prime, so you can subscribe to any channel once a month for completely free, and it helps the channel out massively. So just to help show that you want to support the stream and that you like the stream. So if you're here and you've got Twitch Prime, please consider subscribing to us. It'd be much appreciated. Merch-wise, if you wanted something a little bit more for your money, we have some merch. Like the little t-shirt I've got here, the little olive crimson thing going on here. We've got a mug over there.
Oh, what's going to be in it today?
I don't actually know, to be honest, this time.
No, I only made it. You guys were in the room when I made it, and you had no clue what I did.
No.
Well, we shall find out.
The bit has continued. I think I've only missed one week so
I tried
far.
to do the bit today, but I couldn't find what I was looking for. But next time.
Oh my God. Bless you.
Quite straightforward. I just
Really? We are live.
Yeah. I'll try not to do it again.
That's right.
That's right. But Gals and Pals?
Gals and Pals, yeah. On the 24th of May, which is very soon, we are going to be hosting our slumber party. This absolute behemoth of a can't even classify it as a mini has been printed by Richard, who has a printer at Warrior Prince 3D. He's very, very kindly donated this as the main prize for our raffle. If you want to be in with a chance of winning this bad boy, you need to come along to our slumber party on the 24th of May. You can get your tickets at happypiranha.com/events. We are going to have parties, dancing. We're running TTRPG games during the afternoon. Siobhan is running a game. I am running a game. Lovely Amy is running a game. I think there are some tickets left for Amy's Wacky Races. But yeah, just come play. Hang out. We've sorted out our signature cocktail, which is the rimmed sloppy goose.
Really?
Oh my God.
So that should give you a kind of vibe. But yeah, we're raising money for West Cornwall Women's Aid, so all donations from the raffle are going towards them, as is a portion of the ticket proceeds.
Indeed.
Can I ask?
You
what
can.
is in a rimmed floppy goose?
Oh, I can tell you what's in a rimmed sloppy goose.
I'm also intrigued.
Is it double dipped?
Let me get up the... so this is a bit of an in-joke from one of the Gals and Pals games, but I can tell you what is in a rimmed sloppy goose, because Martin emailed me. I always love getting a Martin email, because it's always an absolute ride. But...
Does that ride start or end with the rim sloppy goose?
Well,
it depends on the day. It's going to be a chocolate orange-based cocktail with a chocolate rim.
sounds right. Actually.
Yeah.
I disagree completely, but I don't do chocolate orange.
Okay.
Not to make it about me, but
We're also gonna have pink
fashion drinks around me for your presenting.
Sparkly drinks and things. We've got
That I want.
We've got mocktails, cocktails, and a 90s style buffet. So if you want your party rings and
Quiches, vol au vents, to do the whole
pineapple
thing.
hedgehog.
Cocktails.
Where you
Oh,
gals.
you know what? Pineapple hedgehogs are banging. Like a decent bit of like Edam or like cheddar on there, and just lovely. It's the only time I'll eat pineapple properly. Delicious.
We also got featured in an online mag, Super Jumper today. Super Jump. So we are currently on their front page. It's all about safety in TTRPGs. So if you want to kind of find out more about us and what we do, Ben McCready was very lovely and interviewed me for it, and the article's gone live today.
Very good, very good. Is there anything else that anyone wants to talk about?
I have something.
Oh,
I have made
Oh.
for Alex's return,
Okay.
which I will now reveal.
You've got a familiar now,
With
by the way.
no context for
Alright.
you. Here you go.
I
This is
fucking love
now
it. Whatever it is.
That's so.
Is that
This
like
is-
a brick?
Yeah.
Is it a brick?
That is exactly what
Is
it
it a
is.
living brick?
So I thought
No.
I thought we
shit.
could have this as our little mascot for
Yeah,
BLOODPUNK.
that's wonderful.
Ah, that's awesome.
That's amazing.
There he
You
is.
may not know this, but Marcus
Oh,
adopted a
yes.
brick. It's not living. He's just carrying it around on a string. We played him with respect.
Yeah,
Okay.
there he is.
You drew a little face on it, and you've been running him up and down a train
Yeah.
that we're on.
I love my brick.
I thought the brick could bring us prosperity and rolls.
That's
on our
amazing.
sessions.
That's really cool.
Really good.
Yeah.
That's
What
all
the
I've
fuck have
got.
you done?
He has been played like such
No,
a
I love it.
dumbass.
It's really
You
cool.
wouldn't believe.
You walked into a wall for about 6 hours straight, just constantly.
Yeah.
that
There
was.
he is.
You know, we just couldn't get through that door.
Yeah.
What else has Marcus been up to?
I mean, that's kind
Oh,
of.
he drank a lot of blood. He was our
Well, he's
guinea
a
pig
vampire.
for
Used him
the
as a
blood
test
testing.
subject.
You got used through every door first. We used you as a meat shield.
Any sort of like accidents?
Well, you're currently down and unconscious.
Okay.
You're stable.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
No,
But we will go through that
Yeah.
in a little minute. Is there anything else before
No.
Vicky?
That's it.
Very good.
Thank
well,
you for the brick.
Channeled that energy. It's all Siobhan.
Yeah.
Completely.
Okay, so I'll give you a bit more of a rundown just because you've been away for a little while.
Will it all be brick based?
There will be bricks involved. So I believe when you left, we were in the tomb of the founder,
Yes.
and you just entered the tomb itself.
Yes.
And everyone managed to work out the puzzle of the tomb, which was
Yes.
to put these blood chalices on these pedestals.
My man.
I have missed you so much.
Carry on, Jack.
No, it's all good.
That's not changed either, by
No,
the way.
that hasn't changed yet. But the wonderful phrase that you had to go by was
I love my brick.
to each according to their might. And there were some pictures on the walls of various people. There was one of the founder himself, the Crimson King, it's sort of a young female vampire that I think only Marinette had seen him previously in the royal castle.
Yeah.
And there was a fourth picture of it just a very unassuming man, never seen him before kind of thing, but they were on their deathbed.
Okay.
But they filled up these chalices to varying levels, took each according to their might, and this opened up the tomb, in which inside this tomb was a platform with another lever on it, which you all went and down into, and it led into this other tomb, which was the exact copy of the tomb you were in. However, there was this kind of like black marble altar where a body would have lied, but no
Lame.
body was there.
Sorry. Sorry.
Now, please correct me because I'm
Lame.
He only knows mouse.
where a body would lay, but there was no body. And you can see there are some cupboards and stuff behind it, which were all just stolen from, clearly ransacked or something. But there was like this smoking chair, like a fireplace. There were a few cigars on the table, which Kitty tried and may or not be addicted. But
Fallen.
in this moment, you had like a small little blood vision, which revealed this sort of crimson mist. And you heard the voice of the founder telling you to follow it, and you do. And it ended up going through a secret passage, which ended up in a cemetery, still in Canrath, and you continued following this crimson mist, and it was kind of pointing you towards the train station in Canrath. Upon sort of following this mist, you sort of brought next to a very large noble house, which was ablaze on fire, and there was people screaming.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh, when you get the context.
So, the people screaming outside of this house
What have I done?
were basically shouting for their children because their children were still inside this noble house on fire. And you, to be fair to you, you all jump in straight away and try and save some children.
Okay.
There were 4 children in there that you knew of. only one of them you were managed to save. You were slightly rewarded for your efforts. They're not particularly wealthy or anything, but they managed to they give you a bit of money what they've got, and they're very thankful. But in this moment, you find out that there's someone who's watching you this entire time. Whilst like this massive sort of crowd is like watching you, you spot someone just kind of peeking around a corner, trying to just keep an eye on the situation. And as soon as they're spotted, they just bank it. They just run for
Bank it.
and you begin the chase down the street.
What did they bank?
Wouldn't you like to know, buddy? But you chase them down the street, and the mist is kind of following along with you. But it's a very, very busy day. All the market stalls and all that. Beers up on the roof trying to take shots at them, and they're keeping their distance from you, and it's really hard to catch up. And you manage to wound this figure quite a lot, but not managing to kill them. And then, unfortunately, you lose this figure as you reach this sort of tavern district, which is like this one massive tavern complex. Where there's like gazebos and benches, and there's 3 or 4 like massive tavern buildings, and everyone's having a jolly time. And this is the exact place that you lose them. But the mist carries on elsewhere towards the train station, and you carry on following it. And so eventually you get into the train station, and it's very, very busy. A lot of people coming in, a lot of people going out, and you have to wait there for like half an hour in this queue just to buy tickets. And eventually you do. Fear's getting very annoyed.
I was about to say, I'm a vampire, why do I have to fucking queue?
Fucking right!
Well, I suppose it's a city of vampires.
No. There's a city of cattle and we have to fucking queue with them. That's like standing with cows or soybeans in a fucking factory. Well, I had to talk to my own people, didn't I? I don't really know what meat eaters do, so... you stand with
the cows.
You go to the abattoir and just wait in line with them, don't you?
Exactly, yeah. You know, we might lose 1 or 2 along the way, get mixed in, but you know.
It's Tesco's, every little helps.
Utterly,
And that was a very funny joke.
utterly atrocious.
Cred stick.
Oh shit, I missed that.
Continue.
I think this is kind of around the point that you somehow adopt a pet brick.
I actually can't remember the origins.
I can't remember exactly where.
We went to a cafe.
That was it!
Yes.
Because we wanted to get some more Capri Bloods.
Yes.
Which Jack tried to tell us didn't exist.
But we
he
made
was
it.
wrong.
Well, not me, the person at the counter, who was quite clearly a very young...
And then Marcus found a brick and tied a string to it, and Bricky was born.
And you've been pulling along this brick wherever
Okay.
you've gone since.
Or maybe I aim to, I don't know, kill somebody with it.
Well,
You had the chance to.
Yeah.
You chose to save Bricky and go down instead of type something.
Okay.
but you have a little sort of Capri Blood or whatever at this cafe, and you sort of have to kind of keep an eye on the situation while you're around here, because you have to wait for this cargo to be lifted onto the train. This train's about sort of 11 cars long, so it's quite a big train. Meanwhile, you do also spot this quite very noble lady wearing this kind of blue kind of coloured gown, surrounded by these 4 extremely heavily armoured knights. And
Not conspicuous.
they're just like keeping this small perimeter around her wherever she goes. And she like commands one of them to, she clicks her fingers, and one of them pulls out this foldable stool so that she can just sit there in the middle of the platform waiting for her to go on the train.
Cecil, a wank, please.
Very much like
There's
that.
been such a void here.
Yeah,
So
it
wonderful.
really has.
Tell me to calm down if any.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's good to have you
this
back.
is what we
Yeah.
like.
What's great is, you know, when you haven't had a D&D session for ages and everyone's just silly, the fact that like we've just not had you, we've still been silly, but we haven't been at like max
Max
capacity.
silly,
So tonight's going to go
Jack.
really well.
It's really serious cupping, guys.
You make your way onto this train, and you're shown to your seats because you all have bought business tickets after all.
Ig.
And the guard shows you to your seats, and you're immediately given what we've dubbed a picky tea.
I'd forgotten about that.
A various assortment of olives and breads, that kind of thing. I believe Kitty goes for 2 or 3 more picky teas.
And Chiffle made a really amazing noise around the picky tea in that one incident.
Oh yeah.
She rolled that one. Oh.
You sounded like somebody in Mario dying. Oh.
But the train pulls away, and you eventually leave the walls of Canrath behind you.
Okay.
And it's kind of at the point where I don't think anyone in this party had ever left Canrath at any point. I mean, convince me otherwise if you think Marcus would have been. I don't think so, but...
I mean, I don't think so. Because he would have been very much like in the sect, in Creed.
Yeah, I mean, that makes complete sense.
Are we allowed to leave camera? I thought.
Yeah, I mean...
Did you allowed to leave?
It depends on your personal situation, you know? I think if you've got important business that you need to keep in camera...
I think he means like, because we were told not to leave the city.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
They gave us a day pass.
Okay.
We were told to keep the fucking sigils hidden if we go to Cirrus Deadbow because they would fucking hate us. So Fierce is currently inside his ribcage.
As you do.
Weirdo.
But just to preface this,
Yes,
mist
I am.
that you were following hovered above this train, which kind of made you get on this train and think, well, this is where we need to be. And this train it only goes from Canrath all the way to Cirrus Dead, being the end point. And there's various stations along the way. But you know you're going in that sort of direction. Cirrus Dead's probably the place it's going to send you to. Yeah. But you leave the walls of Canrath behind you. You visit the first station, which is the farm station, and it's quite simply that. Is a very large zone. I mean, it's hundreds, if not thousands, of fields of just crops and things being grown for Canrath specifically. And you can see there's bloodwork machinery and workers just toiling out the fields, and you can see massive silos full of grain. A few people get on, a few people get off. But then you get to the next station, which is the Raj station, which it's a very different vibe in this place because it's very much darker. You can see that the fields of grass here are pretty much almost red, and I believe I mentioned it kind of made you think of the very, very first time you had a vision, which is when you died.
Must be fucking grim around here.
Seeing this little
reminds me of that fucking vision I had. So am I right in thinking Canrath and Cirrus they have like a rivalry going on, like a feud, like they hate each other?
At the minute, things are at peace. They're not at war.
I was going to say there's a direct train line from one to the other.
Exactly.
Warring cities like a Eurostar going.
No, so
your opinions have been just fucking truly missed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very true. It's a good question, to be fair. But there is trade going on between Canrath and Cirrus Dead. Canrath, you know, has trade of blood. That is their specialty. Cirrus Dead is very much more
Angst.
on the angst. Very well remembered. More the mechanical side of things, but also the mystical side of magic. I think you would all know that Cirrus Dead is supposedly ruled by the prime sorcerers, although no one's seen them for hundreds of years.
Oh, we've got a missing one and you've got a missing one. Cool.
Well, it's
Do you want to get sponsored or not?
It's plural, so there's prime sorcerers. There's multiple of them, but they haven't been seen for hundreds of years. But this ranch station, it's sort of crimson grass, but there's also this low-level mist that just seems to hover along the ground. It's very eerie here. But this ranch is, again, a very large place. But animals are bred here specifically to harvest their blood, to fuel Canrath in all of its machinery, to feed the most basic of angst lamps and just all that kind of thing. That is where this is all done. Again, a few people get on, a few people get off. And then you know that the next station would be inside the Garrote Mountains, which is kind of the halfway point between Canrath and Cirrus Dead. We haven't got quite there yet because it's kind of like I think a 20 or 30 minute journey between the ranch station and this next station, which you know to be the first metro station called in Garrote Mountains. But you were attacked. The train itself is experiencing explosions. Gunshots have been taken at the car that you're in. There's been sniper fire. There's been eliminating Canrath guards just in simply one shot. And you don't know where this sniper is. They are so far away that you don't know where they are, and even someone like Fear, who has a Bloodwork sniper and knows everything about them, this is something else, something extremely modified, more powerful. But there was 2 Bloodwalk horses that were just like riding along the side of this train, keeping up speed, and the train's not going slow by any means. But they're taking shots at the car you're in. And I believe Kitty tried to communicate with them, trying to see what they're all about. And I believe you all learn that this group of agents or whatever are known as the Golden Bullet. And you could probably make out that if you're a royal vampire, only gold can kill you. If you're just a normal vampire, silver can kill you as well. But gold is very much like for royal vampires and that kind of thing. And you would imagine this is maybe what they're trying to do. They're very much against vampires. But you decide to go against them and fight them. And there's 2 more agents that kind of like rappel down the sides of the train car, and they burst through the windows, and you all just have a brawl out, basically. I believe you've taken all the agents out. So at the minute, you're in a car going along at some speed, and you've heard explosions going off, and it's rocked the train from side to side. I think you are down, but you are stable, so you're not like making death saving throws or anything like that.
Can I ask quickly? Do we know if the train is like runaway, or is it still being like operated by somebody? And we work that much out.
You don't know at the minute. You know the engine is at the front, and there usually probably would be someone driving it. But you're
sorry.
You don't know whether that person's been killed or whether the engine's even still working anymore. You don't know, but I think at the minute you're the 6th car back. I will just double check that. So
this is the quiet zone.
One of the quieter cars, yes. You're in the 6th car, so you're kind of like in the middle of the train at the minute. And you know, the further forward you get, the more sort of royal, more expensive things get. You know the one next up from you is the Angst Traders car, which only people with a special Angst coin can have permission to go to.
Is it like Snowpiercer, where like every carriage has like a different? Like...
It's very classist system.
Yeah, that's cool.
Absolutely, yeah. But this is where you all are right now. No agents. You can see from where you are. You can see these Bloodwork horses were like riding along on their own from the agents just being killed, but they start to kind of veer off in a different direction and they're kind of just losing their way. But you are here on your own. There are no Camrath guards here because they've been killed. And what would you like to do from here?
I think because obviously you guys were heading over to Marcus and stuff like that.
I think, you I'd asked you to tell me, didn't I?
Just goes to the window, puts the sniper into the window, and is like trying to scan into the distance to see where this other sniper is.
That sounds like a perception check for me.
That was also my first roll of the day.
You can have advantage of using the scope.
I absolutely am using the scope as he searches the far distance.
I have 1 healing potion left. So.
Does anybody know what HP I'm on?
0. That's 2 17s in a row, for a total of a dirty 20.
I was tracking them on here for you last time.
Thank you.
You have a proper good scan. I mean, you go to both sides of the car just to see what sort of direction.
I think because the shot came in from this side twice.
Yes.
So you would focus heavily on that side.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Even with that roll, you cannot tell where this person is. You can't see like the scope glint anywhere. You don't see like a stationary sort of building nearby that maybe they're taking shots from.
Yeah.
You just don't know where this is coming from.
No, like name tag above someone or anything.
no gamer tag.
Yeah.
No.
Bikini Bandit 09.
Bikini Bandit.
Genuine, it was a name that I saw playing Halo once, and it's just stuck with me for years.
My friend used to be Cowboy from Hell on, I think it was like one of the early like Battlefield 2 or something like that. And he played so much that a bot got named after him. He became Cowbot from Hell.
That's brilliant.
It's a very, very cool.
So yeah, you cannot find the sniper, but I'd say in the midst of doing that, you can still just hear gunshots going on.
He fires up into the distance like, got him, nothing to worry about. He doesn't do that.
Do the guards have any, the dead guards, do they have any kind of like weaponry on them?
God, I'm trying to remember what they had on them now. I believe one of them had just a standard bloodwork pistol on them.
Cool.
I think. You know what? I think both of them have a bloodwork pistol on them. Like, they don't have any fancy gear on them. They're very much standard issue.
I will pick up a pistol.
Basic rate.
What section are we?
I've got a gun.
14.
Got a gun.
Does it have any ammo in it?
God, yeah. How much ammo does the bloodwork pistol take? I can't remember.
Ammo's.
I'll
I've got
have a
ammo
look.
6.
Yeah, I think it is
on
ammo
there.
6. Have a look now.
I'd say.
Well, this is the thing, because it says about bloodwork cartridges take 15 shots with a cartridge, and that just seems to be across the board.
Yeah.
But then because the shotguns are different, the blunderbusses, because that's just done on individual shots.
Looking at the ranged weapon, it says blood cartridge reloading 6 light.
I'd say it's probably got 6. Being a pistol, that kind of makes sense. I'd say they probably only have one spare mag on them, so you got 12 bullets with it. You can pick up a pistol and you have a pistol.
I've got a gun.
I wouldn't say particularly unless you have proficiency with firearms.
Of course not. I'm a nanny.
It'll be a little bit hard to use, but you can absolutely take
I mean,
it.
it's classified as a light weapon.
No, it's his own classification with this system.
Stupid thing. I'll take it anyway. I'll learn. I'll fucking learn.
Because it is a firearm, and it comes under Canrath Bloodwork Firearms, and you gain proficiency with the class that I am in the subclass.
Gotcha.
And then it's so it's like a movement action to reload.
Yeah.
Unless you have proficiency at like level 3, then it becomes a bonus action. Otherwise, you get your dex modifier, but if you're not proficient, you won't get your.
Honestly, I'm just taking it as a temporary measure because I've got nothing.
I've got all the items and no HP.
I think I'll go over to Marcus and how much do blood vials heal again? Like just one blood vial?
They were quite small. I think it was
Are they?
literally just 1 health
Oh, yeah, it
HP
was, okay.
because they were like literally just designed to keep someone going,
Oh, okay, that's
surviving
fine.
wise. You know,
Well, I'll just pour a healing
it's not a
potion.
permanent solution for that. By the
No,
way,
that's
just,
1 HP.
What do you mean?
isn't it like you can't just survive on blood vials? Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool. And yeah, I'm just going to pour a healing potion down Marcus's throat.
What's this fucking blood?
Is it what kind of? Thank you.
The glass vial can throw it in him.
I think we said it was just a simple one because I literally just wrote one healing
I thought it was
potion.
from the greatest.
Did we? Oh, I thought we were. Oh, I was prepared to take the hit.
I said that under the roll.
Would you like to roll?
my god.
Sure. Oh, I thought it was 1 HP.
No,
No,
We're doing a healing potion.
Healing
My last
potion.
Heelys.
So,
Last time Jack saw me go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Add 4.
should you add 4 or something?
Nice.
14.
So I'm up to 15 now because I had the 1
Yeah.
HP.
Sweet, indeed. Okay. We're good.
Yeah.
What do we do
You
now?
awaken with a revitalizing healing.
That last one's made a hasty retreat. Do we want to pursue and keep this train moving, or do we just wait for the authorities to arrive?
We should probably make sure the driver is still alive.
This train will keep moving if we don't do anything.
And it won't stop if we get there, if the driver is dead.
Well, then we should continue forward, yes?
Hopefully something in the refreshment cart.
Lots of olives, last I saw.
Yes.
Oh, what is
Kitty
with
knows
this?
better.
I think just as you guys are about to move, another explosion goes off.
Oh,
And literally, like, the train just rocks from side to side once again. You all manage to keep your footing.
footing.
Footing. Fucking hell. Yeah, thank you. Straight in that book. But, I mean, I think it's been like 3 explosions now. You can, something's getting fucked up.
Really, this is atrocious.
But you make your way into the next car along, which you know to be the Angst Trader's car. There is no one left in this car. Whether they've left or been killed or taken elsewhere, you don't know. But this car is currently empty. And this car is a little bit more luxurious than the one you were in. So everything's kind of in a bit better condition, apart from maybe the bullet holes that you can now see, like some blood splatters somewhere else. It's in a bit of disarray, but clearly once was a bit more luxurious than the car.
Economy. Economy. Can I have
The economy.
But you can see again, there's bullet holes in the windows in this car. Yeah. You're now on the 5th car. What would you like to do from here? Would you like to carry on, or do you want to
Let's carry on, yeah.
So you move along into the 4th car, which Kitty's already been in. This is the dining car, where Picky Tea was once served, and where a conversation didn't quite go right for Kitty.
I think it went really well, actually.
Trying to approach what seems to be like a businessman, and they were like darker of complexion, had no hair, was completely bald, but they were very much keeping to themselves, very well dressed. And Kitty tried to make conversation, and they were just not having
She loves
it.
the strong and silent type.
No name was given, the business was not given. There was like,
Is he still there?
he's not there.
Okay.
Please give me approval, Daddy.
Notice me, senpai.
You can see. I tell you what, Kitty, because you've been here before,
Yeah.
give me a perception check.
I love the music, by the way. It reminds me of a game. I'm trying.
Classic. Perception.
It's very like Tomb Raider Uncharted, like. when you're,
9.
like-
It's something. It's like some sort of platform
A
game.
9 total.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Total. Is that all?
Total. Yeah. It's a bit of a disarray again, but I will say, like, you can just about hear like whimpering, and in this car there's like sort of like a bar, so it's like an L shape. So you're kind of approaching it from the bottom end of this L, kind of comes across almost to the center and goes along, and you can hear whimpering kind of probably behind this bar, but you can't see anyone else alive in this car. You can see there are 2 dead bodies of Kamath guards that are sort of near the entrance to the next car along, and they've just been mangled. And you saw that these Golden Bullet agents had like these halberds made of silver, and then these like really thick metal neck guards just to protect themselves from not getting bitten by vampires, that kind of thing. Very much could have been that. They've got these like just large wounds, clearly made from something very sharp, very deadly. Probably makes a little bit of sense for you. But you probably look around this car, and there's this bar behind the bar. Kitty, you probably recognise them. They were the ones that served you the picky tea. But as soon as like shit went down, they just hid behind that bar, and they're just kind of like keeping to themselves, just whimpering.
Kitty, no witnesses.
Here's a brick.
Well, I was just about to say, you can come out. We've saved the day.
Well, we've
Ignore
saved our
those.
carriage.
I think we did very well.
Typical journalist
like,
inflation. Truth.
they're hyperventilating this point.
So
They
extra.
don't even have the sort of concentration to even reply to you. It's right.
Just hand them a Capri blood. Suck on that.
I'm not a vampire.
Oh, in that case, a
She
Capri
didn't
Sun.
ask that question.
You don't have a Capri Sun. Stop it.
Can I just like, if they're having a panic attack, can I just like
Bible.
prestidigitation and puff a wind in their face, just to be like, well, yeah, just like shock them out of the.
Give him like the eye test thing, where like.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open.
Yeah, again, it's the Siobhan charisma at full tilt.
I'm very charismatic. Thank you
You
very much.
are very charismatic.
In my own way.
I'm gonna blow on them.
Give me a
Stop
persuasion check.
panicking.
It's like
See if you can calm them down.
in Doctor Who, it's like, I give you from my lungs a gift of. No, it's a gift of my air from my lungs, wasn't it? Ew. What was I doing again?
Persuasion check.
Sorry.
Both on Alex.
9.
9 again.
Yeah.
You roll like solid same numbers through every
Oh no,
session.
wait. Oh, magic. That's a 12.
Oh.
Did you have it upstairs?
That's a bit better.
You're my favourite person.
Oh, you.
Prestidigitation, a puff of wind into their face. You calm them down slightly. I think they only calmed down a little bit because you're just so confused why a puff of wind has been
That's
blown into
exactly
their
what I
face.
was aiming for.
You just fart on them.
So it sort of has the effect that you want it to, maybe just for the wrong reasons.
Oh, okay.
But they start to slow their breathing a little bit, and they
Good, breathe.
and they try to take deep breaths.
I just stove the head in.
I love my brain.
I'll give you something to panic about.
Well, guys, you let 3 children die. This is vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising me enough. Yeah, we may as well at this point just kill them all. You know.
And
Shall we?
Should we just do it?
Should we go
Are the baddies?
they basically ask like,
Please don't,
am
please
I
don't.
safe? Are we safe? And then like as soon as they sort of say that, you can hear like extra gunshots just going off.
TBD.
Maybe stay where you were.
I think that's a good idea.
Have some food.
Picky tea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
Have you got
Picky
any
smells
blood vials
everything.
behind
It's
there?
like she's trying to like scoop some like lives up on the floor.
Oh, that's the guy's brain.
She gives you whatever like she can find. Just provides a little bit of picky tea, and it doesn't look anywhere near as nice as it once was, but
Oh, you hate to see it.
you do.
Shot down in their pride.
Do you have any blood behind there?
I can have a look. Do you need, have you?
He's peppered in gunshots and whole. Oh, actually, no, because some of them healed up.
Yeah,
actually,
they did.
fucking-
You still look pretty
Yeah, I'm
rough.
messed up. Like I'm on 2 HP.
She opens like a sort of cupboard underneath the bar, and she pulls out, I think maybe 3 packs of blood. And they very much are Capri bloods.
Hey.
Yeah. See, they exist.
So they're about 5 hit points each.
How many? What do you
I've
want?
got 15. Maybe another 5 will do me.
He will give you one of them, and then he will take the 10. Anybody else down?
I'm at heart. If I had to put a number to it, 15 out of 30.
Take another one.
Sort of like attach it to a vein and just IV bag it.
So 5, 5, 5.
5, 5, 5.
How are you looking?
Same.
Oh, he will give you his.
You sure?
Yep.
Oh, I've got lay on hands as well. Does anyone know?
No, you don't.
You don't.
We've not had a rest
No,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, you 3 take them.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. You haven't had a long rest in a while. Just like, you know.
Yeah, we know, Jack.
How much?
He's a fucking dick, isn't he?
It's alright.
Yeah, you guys take them. I've got range.
It doesn't have the range.
I've got range!
I love her, but she doesn't have the range.
Thank you, my dear.
Should we go towards the gunshots?
Yeah. What are we gonna? Well, we're going. Hang on, Marionette voice. Are we going to check on the driver?
To the north, quick march!
Well, if they're heading for the nobility as well, they're more likely to be in the noble section, aren't they?
Which you know to be the next carnival.
Ooh.
Open the door, and if I need to take a shot from here, I will. And it'll be like right at the back of the other car.
Housekeeping. No, I didn't do that. I'm not doing that.
No, indeed. All right then. So you can make your way into this next car, and what once would have been locked and would have to have been unlocked by a guard to allow you access. The door is kind of like, this first door is shut, but you can make your way through. But this next door that goes into the noble car is wide open, and you see through, and you can see that there is a golden bullet agent right ahead of you, maybe 10, 15 foot. And I'll put some minis down in a minute. But as you open that door and have a look through, this golden bullet agent is taken down. They're just struck, and they almost like don't move, but then they just slump to their knees and just fall down. And behind them you can see Lady Liza Ledeny, which is this blue-gowned noble vampire that you first saw going onto the train initially. And you can see that she is heavily wounded. She's got blood all over her, and she's got like a just grimace on her. Her fangs are like almost like extending out just from like pure.
She's beautiful.
That's really hot.
Guys, I don't think I've ever felt like this before.
Didn't know you were capable of feeling.
But she
Didn't know I
has
was
this,
capable of that either.
That healing potion's done wonders.
Blood's going somewhere.
what once was this very straight, very well kept blonde hair is now kind of like roughed up, And
They objectify the woman.
it's very like in this moment just unkempt
No,
because of
inside
just the
thought.
carnage that's gone
Eiffel
on.
Tower.
You knew her to have 4 knights with her, extremely heavily armored knights. 3 of them are dead, but 1 of them still lives, and they are a tiefling. And they stand about 7 foot tall, just an absolute powerhouse. And they are also extremely heavily wounded as they've been fighting off these golden bullet agents. And you can see, just as in this sort of moment as you approach, multiple golden bullet bodies just behind them littered. This is absolute carnage. But they've managed to take down their attackers. And there's one other figure in here, and Kitty knows them.
Oh.
Because you tried to speak to him
Oh.
in the dining car.
Oh.
He's your best friend.
He's my bestie.
He also looks wounded.
Fuck him. As in, leave him.
Not fucking.
No.
I tried.
We don't just objectify the women here.
We're an equal opportunities podcast.
So
It moves.
who's entering
We can fuck it.
this car? Are you all going in or something?
Oh, I think Marinette's driving through. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go
Yeah.
behind you.
Phil will keep a distance at the back to keep
Yeah,
range.
and these guys look like they're not going to attack you or anything. Knowing that you guys are pretty much all vampires, you kind of meet their eye contact, and you're like,
Wink.
both vampires, we're on the same side, you know.
Bang.
It's a heavily
to draw
wounded,
mine on.
and we all just walk in like, hey, hey.
Don't move, I'm a vampire.
Can I come in?
That was really good. That was really funny.
Cringed at myself hard. There.
So
Don't
you're
embrace.
definitely all in the same car, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. In this moment, everything starts to blur a little bit, and it's a very familiar blur.
Oh, here we go again.
As you hear a whisper of the founder once more.
Kill her.
I mean, the fountain.
Although she is your ally in battle, she is not loyal to Canrath. Her heart is burdened with betrayal, hunger for power, and an urge to sit on the Crimson King's throne. My throne! Kill her! Betray the betrayer! Rip her heart out and eat it together. Once you do, bestow gifts upon you.
Oh, the last time you
And
gave
the
us
blur
gifts,
starts to clear up once
Beer
more.
takes the shot.
Oh,
Okay,
bless you.
He would not hesitate on that.
okie dokie. Let's get some things easier.
Ooh, bloody hell.
Would be either just past beyond the doorway.
You good?
The other one.
Hay feathers.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Your pollen is pollen.
And you're where, sorry?
I would be just either at coming through the doorway or just beyond it, keeping the range. So
Maybe say maybe you're
He's got the range.
it's got the range.
Where would you be kitting?
Melee.
Yeah. Right up in there. No.
Stab it in the kidney.
I'll just put one of these.
Oh.
Golden bullet. Yeah.
I'll be in.
You'll be in. All right.
Just not like right up in their grill.
Okay. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe just in front of it there.
Yeah, you can show
Oh,
it on my head.
you
It's
know.
fine.
I was kind of coming through a little bit in front because
In front.
Yeah. on the body, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Just here.
Yeah.
Yep. And then buckles.
I think I was behind Marionette.
Okay.
Take
so
Bricky.
we'll Just here.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Can I say
There
Oh,
you go.
brilliant. Love it.
You thought this was end when
probably
Alex
not.
got back. You were wrong.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Bricky's,
Oh, there's the little Brookie on screen there. Little,
And there's Mini Bricky.
righty. Everything's in order. Yes. Okay. Cool. Right. You may take the shot immediately as a surprise round.
With advantage in, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, you can see they're just about to try and make conversation with you, but as this whisper happens,
Sorry.
yeah, you get one shot off. Yeah.
So I've got
And
2
we'll
rounds
just-
left before I need to reload as
We'll
well.
just reiterate that these 3 people in here look heavily wounded.
I am very sorry. with advantage.
We have become the brutal murderers.
This is 16 plus 8, 24.
24 to hit.
Yeah, I'm going for the main one that they said, rip her heart out and feed on it.
Okay. It hits.
That's with sneak attack damage as well, isn't it? Okay, the sniper is slow.
Slow.
That is 4 plus 5 for a 9, followed by the sneak attack at level 5. Are we still? Yeah, which is 3d6. It's not as low. 15 plus another 6, 21 points of damage.
You shoot your shot and it hits, and it's just a centre mass shot. She definitely recoils from the bullet hitting her, and she almost like takes a step back and she kind of keels over a little bit. Still just about limping, but she's very much on her last legs. You can just tell like her eyes are starting to sort of flutter, like life is just hanging on in there.
Are we in an initiative order?
It is a very surprise round of the minute. If you think that you would react immediately, like Fear did, to being told by the founder, kill her,
Yeah.
tell me why and how, or
lob
you
the
don't tell me
brick at
why,
her
just-
head.
if you just- Bang! You want to throw the brick at her.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
it's on a string, it'll come back.
Like,
Oh my god, it's a brick of returning!
It's a freaking
Don't tell me. You can throw the brick at her for sure.
put it
Can it be a
So-
+3 enchanted brick?
So you can roll your d20 plus dexterity modifier.
Oh my god, fucking nat 20 this, please.
You're not proficient in throwing bricks.
Oh, it's a 6.
It's a 6, yeah. It misses
window.
completely, I'm afraid, as you try to just launch this brick and it just... And it's just almost like one quiet moment when nothing's happening. You just the brick clatters in the corner.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay.
Bring it back in.
Brick is like upside down.
Oh, Ricky.
It's like, here you go, bitch. Break it up.
What about you two? Would you react to being told?
I definitely would not have.
No.
I would have been
that's
thinking too much.
absolutely
If anything,
fair
that
enough.
right now, it's
Yeah.
like, absolutely not. No.
I don't trust. I don't. Yeah.
No.
I don't trust
Okay, alright.
that voice enough.
I mean, because
Yeah.
people have attacked.
I'm so
this
sorry.
Is going to be an
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Initiatives.
Initiative.
What is it? Oh, that's a cocker.
That's landed flat, but can I say that's cocked?
Let me just get my thing up.
Oh god, I'm dead. I'm so dead.
You're not dead, you're undead.
No, she's gonna murder me now.
Is she powerful?
Yeah, this is bad for me.
I keep getting my dice while I'm DM. What the fuck is this shit?
There's a bag right there.
One by one.
Have a look, have a look. Ready for me?
I'm so sorry.
Let's use this one.
I feel like it makes sense for Fear.
Yeah.
It does.
Like I
it
don't.
does.
Yeah.
The only other
absolutely.
time he's been on a journey with somebody slightly higher up and been told in the bloodline, and he's like, right,
Yeah.
Okay, Daddy.
basically,
Yeah.
there's no question about it. Yeah.
Okie
Well, I like that my apprentice, my new apprentice.
I missed.
We were true to
I
the
was aiming for
character.
that.
This is just more proof.
I was waiting for the fire.
we'll start with Kitty. What you got?
7.
7.
Good.
Fair enough.
18.
18.
Shit.
Smutty.
Yeah. Oh, it's so smutty. Those filthy little stockings on. Rolling down.
Wow.
And Marcus.
7 as well.
Heat
7.
stroke.
Who's got the higher dexterity modifier out of yourself and
I've got
Kitty?
3.
You got +3.
I don't have that. No.
I don't.
I'm not even gonna look.
Does Ricky get a roll?
No.
Oh my god, his whole turn is like he's just got the incapacitated condition. And restraint.
And yourself will get
11.
11.
This is bad.
Gonna die
I think I might have just killed us.
tonight.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
First.
I've got a brilliant idea.
I've got a brick!
Out here.
No. Actually, we have to read a hat, so maybe it won't work.
Sorry, I'm just going to get the thing up here. Fucking hell. There's so many things to keep track of. See.
I've got one level 1 spell slot there.
You guys level 5 now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still level 14.
You're not.
Right.
You do have an extra attack at level 5, just so you know.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can he roll his hit points?
Yeah, if you
But
roll
it's
hit
level
points
5.
and put in his
Oh, we
attack.
haven't done that yet.
I'll make a note of that so I
Yeah.
can remember.
Do it now. Go on.
So is that
D8 for Paladin?
D10.
D10.
D10? So
Roll it out. And then we'd be plus your con as well. What did you roll?
plus my what? Sorry.
Constitution
con.
modifier.
So it's 5 extra. So 35, I think. In my HP.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You rolled a
What
2,
was I
did you?
on?
3.
Do I?
You're currently on 16 HP, so you get another 5 to that.
Yeah.
So you're on 21. I'll let you have that.
Sweet.
I'll be kind.
21.
So the first thing that happens is the person at the back that is currently remains unnamed. You can see they have a pistol on them, and they do something like fancy moves. They kind of like fling it around on the finger,
Robocop it.
and they kind of point towards you. But I think you make a perception check real quick.
17.
They aim this gun at you as a group, but then you can see his aim adjust slightly, and they shoot the teeth in the back.
God fucking good friend! That's how you can talk to this guy.
Shoot.
Told you it was cross.
And it does hit for sure. So it's... Okay, yep, already. And it just managed to find its way in between two armor plating sort of sections, and they definitely take the hit in the shoulder, just not expecting this shot just to come from behind them. Clearly taken aback from that. But they will sort of move over here and attempt to sort of take cover. They think they're sort of hidden, but that's them. Next up is Marinette.
I'm very conflicted.
You heard the founder kill her. He says it out loud.
And so obviously this guy's just shot the tiefling.
Yep.
But Marinette trusts the founder as much as far as she can throw him, which isn't very far.
Indeed.
And she doesn't trust him. And she thinks that there may be more information to be gained temporarily. So she's going to turn around and stab Fia with the rapier.
Thanks. Completely berserk. He will carry on attacking if you don't do that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and
as a
this is the
player,
thing.
do it.
She completely knows that there's no stopping this Fia train.
Yep.
So I'm going to try and stab Fia.
Yeah, take me down. Absolutely.
PvP going on there.
Would normally advocate for it, but please do stop me.
That is 18 to hit.
That should, I think, hit. Going to double check. On plus 17 hits.
Yeah.
Wicked. So that is going to be a D8. It's going to take you down anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm only on 2. You guys got the HP.
So it's 3 points of.
Oh, just.
He's like, you heard the founder kill her. And he's like,
And she's just going to pop her hand on your face, and as she like slowly withdraws the rapier, quiet now. Just be quiet. We'll come for you when we need you. And I'll withdraw, kind of turn to Kitty, stabilise him. Enough! Let's not get out of hand here. Remember who the real enemy is. Cease immediately.
Who are you directing this towards?
The carriage in general,
Right.
but I'm kind of making it as if I'm talking more towards this crew to kind of be like, get in line, bitches.
Roll me a persuasion.
with advantage because you just can stab me in the chest.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Always looking out for you, Bay.
Choose both. 19.
19. Ooh, okay. That's a tough one. It's a toughie.
It's a stiffy, innit?
It is a stiffy. Lady Liza is directly in front of you.
Yeah.
And I think she makes direct eye contact with you, as you say, and she's kind of like crouched down in a minute, and she just looks straight up at you. And she kind of has this like half smile smirk on her face. And she just says, "The deed has been done."
Oh, why did you say it like that?
She is like, you can see she's in like savage mode.
Okay.
She's angry as fucking anything, and you can see the tiefling that's beside her is pissed off from being shot in the back, is pissed off of having to deal with all the golden bullet agents around them. And this tiefling is covered in blood just from slaughtering all these people.
Yeah.
The third person who did shoot the tiefling, you probably hear just a voice because they're kind of hidden behind the table.
Hello.
I think it's a bit late for that. You made the shot. Let's keep going.
And he's now down. Don't you shrug? I can see you shrugging your shoulders behind those crates.
How can you hear that?
I'm a nanny. I know these things.
I've already shot my shot as well. I'm in this as much as you are. And by the sounds of it, they ain't backing down.
I tried.
You certainly did, and it was a valiant effort, and it was quite close to being successful, but I'm afraid not.
Marcus, go ham.
But it is Lady Liza up next. And sort of flavour-wise at the minute, you can see the tiefling as they're shot. They look towards Lady Liza and they kind of put a hand on their shoulder and like, Liza, are you okay? And in this moment, Lady Liza just like snaps towards them and just grabs for their neck and feeds off of them.
Well, that's one down.
And you can see it like almost convulsing, just like consuming as much blood as they can from their knight.
Is it like fucking what's it called? Nosferatu. I've only watched that film. Nosferatu.
I've seen it, yeah, but-
Oh, it's very good.
You know,
Unfortunately, everything is cattle to us. Like,
you know when he sucks, he's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
ooh.
It's like
Where's
a
it going
proper.
with this? Yeah.
Have you seen
Full body movement.
It
Blade
is.
2?
yes,
You know, with the big fucking jaws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like that one that's like feeding on one body or something in this like hexagonal room or something, whatever. But they're just like convulsing over these bodies.
Yeah.
do you remember when
It's
we
like
were in the
sucking on the
prison
flannel
and
in
the
a
guards
bath.
came in? Like when the prison guards came in, and the first thing like
Yeah.
they did was just like straight in. It's
Yeah.
exactly the
It's
same
just
thing.
this absolute survival tactic for her to just stay alive, and they are kind of like willing subjects for her,
Yeah.
and she just feeds off this tiefling. And she does that as a bonus action.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And
Get fucked.
it's so swift, and when she's done with this tiefling, the tiefling just drops to the ground dead. Being
So-
shot as well, it's like, just kills him outright.
So is it just her and the bald guy that's left?
Yes. But with her action, you can see that she forms. She kind of throws her arms to both sides of her, and two spectral red daggers appear.
Oh, that's sick.
And she kind of adopts like some sort of combat pose, and she flings these daggers towards you.
Bitch.
Mark's like, the brick! Give me the brick!
Just reel it in, Marcus.
It's literally attached to your wrist by a string, like a balloon.
Yeah.
So Marionette, you're directly in front of her.
Yeah, I know.
So 16 hits, so 16.
It does, yeah. Only women supported women.
She's not a girl's girl.
She's not. Oh my gosh, she's such a pick me.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really funny.
Okay, so
I don't like this counting, Jack.
well, there's a lot of things going on here, all right? Just bear with. You haven't got any resistance to blood damage, do you? I think it's just necrotic.
I think it's poison and disease. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Did you pick anything with your vampirism? Because you get cold, poison, and then blood damage, which is like.
Does
all
that
of it.
carry? I'm still confused by that.
I'll have a look at what.
Just because, and I didn't really look at it very closely
actually,
because I
blood
disagreed
damage-
with it so
Completely
entirely.
forgot blood damage is
blood damage.
Yeah.
or necrotic.
Yeah.
Whatever one you're not
I
resistant to is the one it is.
am resistant to poison and disease.
Okay, so it goes for necrotic damage there.
Yeah.
But you take 9 points of damage as one of these daggers just impales you. But then you can see the spectral dagger just disappear and it forms back in her hand, and she throws another one straight at you once again. Definitely hits.
You know that scene in Captain America, in the Avengers when like Thor's hammer moves and he's like just getting killed by like Thanos, and it appears in Captain America's hand.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, we're going to see that but with Bricky.
You take only another 7 points of damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. But she's clearly very adept at using these powers and these daggers. But that's all she can do for now. So that's her turn.
Ooh,
Next up
goodness.
is what would have been the Tiefling. Or would have been Fear, so Death saving her.
12.
Well, you succeed. Marcus.
Have I got any spell slots left?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
We've got nothing.
Okay. So I've got 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Stab.
Bonus action to retrieve.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Do I have to
Yay!
roll for it?
No.
Oh, cool. So
You're
string
just
man.
putting a rope towards you. You can do that. You're not completely inept.
I will try and like swing it to like distract her, like hey, and then bang.
I love how you just still go for the brick.
Yeah. First attack.
Okay. It's not going to distract her, I'm afraid. You're not.
Can I retcon?
What would you want to do?
Just stab her. Stab her.
Okay. That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
not
absolutely. So you'd have to move. Yeah, you can move through there.
Cool.
You get up sort of there.
What was it? Long sword.
Actually, that would have been.
Probably covers like that's my nose like whistling, or if that's a
I
bird.
think it's a bird.
Okay.
Make an attack roll. If you're stabby.
Come on. Oh.
Is it a cobra though?
Like, it can be. What do you think?
I don't know if it's a ball.
It is a ball, but it's supposed to.
Oh, well, I can't even put anything on it.
Well, it's got venom.
Hey.
I don't know.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Fail. Miss. Oh, actually, it's there's an 8 here.
No, sorry, mate.
You know she can let it hit them, right?
She could. She's not.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, 8 does not hit.
Second attack.
If you've got a second attack, roll it for sure.
You have to have a think about
You
it.
sound like Siobhan.
11.
11.
Ah.
Does
I
not
see.
hit either.
Shit.
Unfortunately, some bad rolls on your side there. But you can see she's adopted this sort of combat pose, and she's just dodging and weaving all your attacks. And it's almost like completely effortless. Like she can see your attacks coming before you even kind of made them, and she's just stepping to one side and just kind of letting things go past. Yeah. So, anything else you have to do?
Could you do? Oh, you bonus
You've
action.
done your bonus action to
Yeah.
withdraw a brick. Bricky. You made your 2 attacks. You've got a bit more movement left, and that's what you can do.
I can't disengage, can I? Okay. I'll just stay where I am.
Stay with. All right. Kitty,
I am the shield.
what you gonna do?
I have died.
Okay. I am going to walk forward and attempt to use Charm Person on her.
Okay.
So look, we're all friends here, despite what previous actions might imply.
Yeah, we're friends.
And I think she's kind of holding her hands up in like,
Okay. Yeah.
everything's fine.
Trying to like surrender.
And all that.
Sure.
Really good.
Thank you.
I believe that's a saving throw on my end.
Yes.
What
Yeah,
was
you
it?
do get advantage because we're fighting, though.
That's very true.
I was too goddamn honest. Yeah, so it is a 13 you have to beat.
It's 19 on the
God
dice.
fucking damn.
She might have a minus modifier though.
Not a -6, no. She is almost just completely unfazed.
Doesn't even look at me.
I mean, she looks at you because you have to touch her to be able to do charm person, right? Or is it ranged? I can't remember.
It's range of 30 feet.
Oh, it is range. Okay.
Could
so
I?
You don't have to move. Actually,
Yeah, could I step back?
Yeah. Sorry. I thought it was touch.
No, it's 30 feet. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you don't have to touch her, but she feels a wave of energy come over her, and she does glance in your direction. She doesn't say anything to you. She doesn't do anything to you at the moment, but she knows that you tried something.
It's good to try these things, don't you?
Is there anything else you have to do?
Oh.
Or bonus action?
Annoyingly, I've only got one sorcery point left, so I can't really do
Yeah,
anything.
a little bit drained here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Right, mate.
Like Jack, we know.
Just reinforcing the point.
We haven't had the opportunity.
Oh, I can't even give anyone any things because I've used that. That's me done.
That's you done. Already. It's all around.
I'll stabilise for you next time.
Old guy behind.
Table, indeed.
Table guy.
As you see, they kind of poke over the table, take another shot, and they hit.
Excuse me.
That's all right.
Confused.
Fucking hell. All right. 14 points of damage. As skilled as Lady Liza is, as you can clearly see, very adept in combat, just having too many things going on, too many targets to deal with, she's just not able to dodge everything. And the shot once again lands, and she takes it into the side of her torso, and she's almost pushed to one side. She's just about keeping going at this moment. You can see some of her wounds kind of healed up after feeding off the tiefling, but again, she's still in a very bad place. But this person goes hiding behind the table once more, doing nothing else. Marionette.
Oh, sorry, I was busy making Bricky a character sheet.
I need to have a Dave actually.
Arch, you know what? Screw it. If that's the way she's going to be, is she still sort of like directly in front of me? Sort of.
Yeah, she's kind of like
Bit
looking to the side because she's sort of like having a sort of melee fight with Marcus.
Cool.
So, but she's
I'm gonna, from out of my kind of like forearm +1 dagger, and I'm just gonna stab her in the neck.
Nice. Okay.
Not travel. 25 to hit.
Yes.
Nice. For 6 points of damage.
How do you kill him?
I kind of like. I just kind of like it. This dagger kind of almost like spring loads out, and as it looks as if it's just about to kind of like go out of reach. Marionette kind of swoops it, stabs straight in the neck, and just twists it deeper. You had your opportunity and you squandered it. Now, as you die, you will remember this moment. And you will know that had you listened with your ears open and your hands by your sides, things could have ended differently.
She died 3 sentences ago.
Marionette is still going, retracts, and just lets the body just crumple.
Nice. Very awesome.
Love it. That's so cool.
Yeah, Lady Liza. Lady Liza falls to the ground, unconscious, and profusely bleeding on the deck of this car. Seemingly no one, fighting you. You seem to be in the clear right now. Just with this one extra person that you don't know in the neighbourhood. That has helped you.
I forgot that I've got 4 blood vials that I'm just gonna uncork all 4 and just down Fear's neck.
And you gain 1 health point and you're back up. So it brings you to life.
Are you doing all 4?
Yeah. Would it not
So
be
you're
4?
back up to 4.
Yeah. All 4 gone. Yeah, I literally just get them all and just Oh, I've got nothing. I've got
Like
no
his head will like
healing.
arch over and like look up to like the bodies lying on the floor, like see like the ladies like.
Right, well. Sir, are you going to continue, or are you? I don't know. What's your allegiance here?
I feel like we have a good rapport, don't we?
Kitty here.
Hello.
They stand up from behind the table.
Hello.
They probably like
Oh,
lock eyes.
dandelion. Why don't they say
They lock eyes with you, Kitty, and they probably say like, I had a feeling you were going to be a bit of a problem, but
No problem here, sir.
perhaps we're on the same side.
Christmas Day. I don't know what's happened to me. It's all right.
It's all right.
We're very friendly.
I'm on your side.
What side's that?
Whatever side you are on.
That's interesting.
This person's clearly talking cryptically.
Do you think that we have a foundation on which to trust you? Oh, I got the old man sound.
Oh, I love that.
They don't clock what you mean. I'll roll an inside check, they roll a 1. They don't know.
Idiots.
Well, clearly you're against the noble vampires. So am I.
Yeah.
Although I don't. I'm not with the Golden Bullet, that's something else. I don't know who they are.
Spider-like, he's just climbing up.
While the girl from the ring writes herself,
Yeah, it literally is that image. And he's like twisting and contorting back around.
As much as I'm sure a conversation is to be had, we probably should go check on the engine.
probably, yes.
Let's go. And then at that moment, another explosion goes on. And you're like, I mean, you're on the third car, so and you're very much near the engine, and this one rocks you even more than it did with the other ones.
Can I just... Sorry.
Yeah, no, carry on.
Do we need to eat her heart now?
I don't want to.
I mean, you say that, Fear will start the ring girl like crawling over to
I'll just
her.
take my dagger, oh, for goodness sake, and just like carve it out. There you go.
He'll do it. And like, I think like it's just because they're the words, and like he's like, well done, marionette, and like,
Don't.
yeah, we'll just take it and just.
That heart was for everybody.
Share it with Marcus, please.
I mean, you take a bite.
Thank you, Fear.
And you can feel the founders sort of be like, yes, do it.
Share. Flannel.
Is there anything else on her body? If we could search it.
You can make me an investigation check.
So this is something I forgot for my whole time. I get advantage on investigation.
That was good for you.
That was, I guess that was 50.
Oh, it's even better for you.
Round of applause for Shabor.
Thank you.
We rolled above a 10.
Okay, that was a 20. Well, it's actually a 21 with me
Very good.
advantage.
Yeah. So
A dirty one, though.
there's not actually too much upon her person, but
she's rich.
she's the robes that she's wearing. The robes that she's wearing are this kind of like royal blue sort of colour, very much not matching the Canrathian standard of blacks and reds, but you have some magical ability, and you know that these robes that she's wearing are magical in some way. I won't tell you exactly what they are. So they are
Have you got
magical.
cereal?
That's alright.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
That's alright.
What kind of cereal?
Nesquik.
Oh,
that is,
dear,
you know what?
yes.
Nesquik, me.
Oh, I want the milk, get some chocolate.
Good for your bones.
Oh, you guys made some noises there.
When Nesquik's involved, you know.
You find 400 fangs,
Ooh.
but you also find another form of currency. You find 500 Cirstead staves, which you know to be the currency standard
Was that
for Cirstead.
Staves or set?
Staves as in
The music,
like,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
Oh.
Spelled the same, yes.
Can I take the robes?
You can. Yeah, you can.
Skyrim it.
You can
Mine
de-robe
now.
Lady Liza.
Ooh.
I can imagine they're probably taken off just to get to the heart, probably anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can absolutely take
Body
these robes.
stripped.
Can I kind of... Can I see any, like... Well, can I kind of detect... Well, I don't have to detect magic, but I kind of... Can I look at them and...
Like a fried egg.
Just a little old titty slap.
I'll let you roll an Arcana check. If you roll high enough, I'll tell you what it is.
Like that.
Wow. Beer's just there like... You fucking eat so hard.
I don't think a 13 is going to be very high, is it?
No, unfortunately not.
No, that's fine.
But you know they're magical.
Okay, well, I'll just keep
So
them.
that's up to you.
They're quite big, aren't they?
Yes, but they're
Yeah.
not. They are.
What?
They're magical. They're magical.
Yeah.
They're fucking
You know that
Yeah,
one
they
sound
are
object can form to someone's size.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, you know, like when you find a magical ring.
Oh,
One of
okay.
those things that
Cool.
you know.
I'm just going to put it on over the...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say. I mean, what's your armor class right now?
13. It is enhanced by 1, though, because I've got
That's
the... something ring. Of
Oh,
protection.
yes, of course.
Yes.
You do feel somewhat more
Strange
protected.
choice.
Just do
Teaspoon.
Long.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'll tell you. They're not like a legendary item or
No.
anything, but so this robe acts like normal armor, except as a mage, you're allowed to wear these. They don't hinder you anymore. So the base is 14 armor class, plus your intelligence modifier.
Damn!
Which is good.
What, even for a sorcerer?
I've got plus 2.
Damn!
And then obviously you
She's
can ring
the
of protection as well,
journalist.
so you can have that on.
Should put it in charisma.
So it's 14, 16, 17.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm well on now.
No, well,
Oh my lord!
Cool.
Yeah. So very good find.
Lovely.
Can I search the tiefling?
Sure, you can absolutely search Tiefling, yeah. Investigation check for me, please.
Investigation.
Have you got a pen?
I don't know what counts, I'm afraid. Only
And I'll say these investigations are quite sort of quick in the
You know
moment.
what I'll do? I'll just write
7. Yeah, I mean, there's not much of use that you can take with you. I mean, the real heavy plated armor, it's going to take a while to get off of them if you wanted it. It's, you know, as someone who wears plate armor, you know it takes like an hour just to get this plate armor off. But this is even more bulky than stuff that you wear. You do not have the time right now to be able to take that off. They don't have any money on them. They just use whatever money maybe their sort of benefactor or their master or mistress has. The weapon they had was just a sword. Nothing particularly special about it. It's not like a +1, +2 weapon or anything. Yeah, you know your way around weapons. It's not like a master crafted thing. Yeah, there's not much on them other than the sort of practical stuff to do the job they need to do. So I'm afraid not really much. And especially with that roll, I'm afraid don't find much else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Savage. Especially with that fucking roll, mate.
Especially that fucking roll. Do better. So, what do you guys do now?
Go to see the driver.
So you move into the next car, which is now the second car along, and you're almost at the front. This second car is kind of like an amalgamation of machines, and you can see there's 2 different machines, but one on each side, and they both house different substances. And you can see that these substances are mixed into one, and then fed to the engine. And this is what makes the entire train do its job.
Feels like wiping away the tendrils of heart. Let me guess, blood and angst. And he is now somewhat in feral mode. Like he is.
Feral.
Yeah,
Lost my pen.
that was quite the rush. Eating another creature's heart.
So you're close because one of them has blood, absolutely without a doubt. The other one is not angst, and you can probably figure out that because of the size of the engine that this train has to have, it has to be quite a large angst crystal of some sort. But you would imagine that maybe that's the main housing of the engine itself. And for whatever technology that you're not aware of, you don't know how it works, but in the other one is some sort of dust. You don't think it's angst dust. It's not the same sort of colour, it's a different colour. But yeah, these two things are mixing together and being fed to the engine. Right now, this place is roaring with sound. As you can see, someone is like shoveling just more stuff into one of these machines to try and keep it going. And you can see like the sort of back corner is like just almost just blown away. As whatever explosion has happened here has taken almost like half of the car away. And this person's just trying to keep this thing on the railway. As they shovel some more things in, and they just chuck the shovels out, and they're trying to fix the brakes now. And then it's got some tools out, and they're just trying to work on this thing. This is the only person in this car, and you can see they're of like dwarven stature, about sort of like 4 foot high, very sort of bulky, and he's just sort of like covered in sort of dust and blood, and you can like just about see his eyes. He's like clagged in this shit.
Good word.
Yeah. He's just like frantically working away to try and keep this thing on the railway. What do you do?
Stop that.
Do you require assistance?
Yeah, anything you can do.
What can we do? What do you need us to do?
Fix these fucking brakes. Come on.
Okay.
These fucking brakes, come on.
He's a mother can we have a look at the brakes?
Yeah, I mean,
See if we can fix them, I guess.
you've any investigation check. I mean, Marionette, you're probably the one that maybe knows the most, purely because of how you're made.
Because I've got brakes.
Yeah,
On my heelys.
indeed.
Oh, no I don't.
Oh,
Is it investigation?
yeah.
Well, that's a natural 1 for a 7.
You're just not familiar with this contraption. This technology is unfortunately beyond you. It's just not something you've learned about.
No, I don't know this.
I think Fear would probably go straight to the explosion hole and see if there's something there causing explosions.
You can see there's another rider out there. They're quite a bit more of a distance, but they're lobbing essentially like grenades. But you can see they're not made of the same stuff as the grenades you know to exist in Camera. There are some custom concoction, and it's just taking holes outside of out of this train. Absolutely, you can make a shot.
With advantage?
No,
It's a 12.
that does not hit. I'm afraid.
Now, I'm emptying my blood cartridge.
Okay. I think your shot would hit, but they see you like just aiming your gun and they just duck as they're riding this bloodwork horse alongside.
How far away are they from the train?
40 foot.
I'm going to try and firebolt them. in
Sure,
that case.
absolutely. Yeah.
10 to hit.
Firebolt does not hit, I'm afraid.
That's all right.
As they're just in this open sort of wasteland at the minute, and you can see through this just hole in the side of the car that you can see, like, you're almost in the Garrote Mountains itself. You can see that the entrance of this tunnel is fast approaching. And it's not too long until you get to the next station. But unfortunately, your attempt to try and take down this attacker does not go well.
Can I, obviously seeing these two have a go, can I have a crack at my...
Of course you can. Yeah, absolutely.
I love the idea that, like, as he like goes to a need to like take like the blood cartridge out, you come up behind, like over the top of him.
Oh, mate, that
it's
was
not great, is it?
no. It's
That
a very
one.
roly-poly.
Oh my god. Is
Oh,
that a nat 20?
It was, yeah, yeah.
I had to double check, didn't you?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Again, your shot also misses.
Let it charge.
There's just something about the adrenaline and the speed that you're going at that maybe you don't lead your shot enough. Yeah, it's just not the battlefield you're kind of used to.
Don't use that, get bricky in there.
But you can see as you start to approach this mountain that that rider starts to just veer off because they're running out of space at this point. And they veer off sort of alongside the very base of this mountain. And you're now in this tunnel. So everything's kind of like yeah, exactly like that, like the sound. But yeah, you're in pitch darkness, pitch blackness, whatever you want to call it. But you can still see you're kind of vampires. So
You're vampires.
you're fine. Thank you. So this dwarven fella just sort of looks around to you all and is like, look, I need to fix these brakes. Put some more of that stuff in that fucking thing there. I'll keep working on this.
Language, but
Maybe
yes.
Whoa, I'm not working for free, mate.
Do you want to fucking die or what? No, I thought not.
Feisty one, you are.
Let's keep going.
Could I do an investigation check on the brakes?
Feisty one, you are.
You can do one as well.
Because I do have advantage and proficiency. So,
You have advantage with investigation?
yeah. Because I'm a journalist, innit?
Go on then. Go on.
Get my magnifying glass out.
Sure.
Okie dokie. He's like, oh, it's okay. I'll definitely be able to look at this. Like I've seen. Oh, good job for that advantage, innit? 19.
19.
19.
I'll tell you that these brakes are not in good shape. And you can see that, I mean, the work that this dwarven lad is doing is...
Dwarven. He's just a dwarven lad.
Dwarven fella, dwarven lad. He hasn't given you his name yet, but it's dangerous work because of all the moving spokes, the moving wheels. If you put your hand in the wrong place, like, you're probably losing that hand kind of thing. But he's trying to replace parts, like, sort of in the moment to try and stop things from getting loose, that kind of thing. There's a lot of work to be done here.
I'm just like, well, I cast, because I've got Mage Hand, so I'm going to cast Mage Hand and be like, would this hand be of any use to you? Can hold danger. It is very handy. It's a good one, isn't it?
Thank you.
He will probably give you directions, but that's incredibly fucking useful. I can't reach there. Can you get there? And he points towards like under the train, and he's trying to like feed his arm through a hole and try like blindly try and replace something. And he sort of runs through you with you what to do, and he hands you this part, and he tells you where to put it. So you can make. What's the roll? You can make
Gagging for it.
a dexterity check, please.
Couldn't contain that one. Dexterity. Oh no, I can re-roll it. Ha 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 ha. It wasn't that one. That's a bit better. 13.
13. You lose the part that you're given.
No. I'm so sorry, my friend. Sorry, what's your name?
Darvel.
Darvel.
Have you done it? Because he can't see what you've been doing over there.
I'm afraid, my dear Darvel, I dropped it.
I dropped it.
It's a little guy. I dropped it.
Not gonna lie to you, that's a problem.
Can the mage hand pick it up?
I dropped
You're on a moving train, like you dropped it onto the railway.
Is it just gone? Oh, okay, so I thought it just dropped onto the floor.
No,
okay,
you're
that's
like
fine.
underneath the base.
Kitty dear, that seemed important.
He's like, right, okay,
What sort of part was it that you need?
And what was given to Kitty is like this sort of connecting axle that goes in between these two brakes, going to a pair of these wheels on either side, and that part is now lost. And if you like peeked into this like hole in the car, you can see that this axle is like almost split in half, and it's just barely, it's like wobbling, as it's just about keeping on the railway at this point.
I hear that more speed is better in this situation. If you're going to go over a pothole, go over it fast.
What does an axle look like?
It's the most female thing you possibly could have said. What does an axle look like?
No, not the skateboarding trick. Oh, it's just a rod, innit? Okay. It's just a rod, isn't it?
Wow, my mechanical engineering maintenance degree is just screaming right now.
Darvel is like at a loss of what to do. You look at him and he's tried fucking everything. He's been trying to like
hands him a pistol.
I have a quarterstaff.
Point.
Yeah, I've got a quarterstaff that I could. Would that?
Ram it in the wheels,
Well, yeah,
Kitty.
that's. I mean, Snap
I
it.
didn't snap it.
I don't think it's going to be strong enough. This is specially made alloy for this train.
Well, Darvel.
What about bodies? Shove some bodies on the tracks in front of us.
I've seen this
I
film.
can't tell if he's being serious or not.
It probably is being serious.
That's not going to work, buddy.
Would a subpar metal at least get us to stop?
Possibly.
Get in there.
I know I'm
Bodies.
thinking of getting in there, or at least deconstructing myself a little
Oh my
bit.
fucking god. Okay.
Or we jump.
You're,
It is the best chance of survival.
you're moving
here.
at some fucking speed. right
Yeah.
now.
Like, at this point, fear will stop you.
We are at 4 hit points.
The founder has required all of our presence. You did your job dutifully earlier, but now we should take the chance.
I don't think it is a chance. And I never asked for this. It is not just us aboard this train.
They are cattle!
You need to change your way of thinking. You were cattle once, Fear, as you so call it. And you have lost yourself. She'll turn to Darville. Take what you need.
Okay. I was not expecting this.
My arm, my leg. I've got some excess carriage on me now.
Yeah. But
Take a titty.
okay.
Just the nip.
An arm might do. Are you able to keep the hand clenched when I take the arm off of you?
I can try.
Okay. Right. How the fuck do we disconnect this thing? I don't work on automatons.
I'm assuming I would
You
know how
probably know how
to
to,
kind of
yeah.
I think, sort of empty out the things that she needs, and sort of start the unscrews another finger, not her blood-giving finger, but another one that has I don't know, an Allen key on it, and starts undo kind of key points. And I think a lot of these are kind of very rudimentary joints to replicate the human skeleton, but at a very basic level. So she kind of under some key kind of points, trying to keep her fist clenched as she does, and kind of releases it. And I think it almost, because it's almost like an exoskeleton, there's this blood tubing remaining. She's do you need the tubing as well?
Anything that will make the arm more robust.
Well, it's glass,
This is
so
our only chance of surviving this.
the glass isn't the glass will shatter instantly.
Fine.
So there's just this more
As long as you're sure. Fine.
needs must.
And you disconnect your arm. Is it your right arm or your left arm?
Left arm.
Left arm. Okay. So
He's married a left-handed or right-handed.
that's up for you to decide. but-
She's right-handed. She's alright.
Okay. Takes your left arm, and he will employ your help again, Kitty, because you were the only one to be able to try and reach where this needs to be.
Yes.
So if you've still got Mage Hand up, you can absolutely use that to try and place
Yes.
Marionette's arm in place of a train axle.
But she's kind of her hands shake. Obviously, she's
a train bell.
hands are shaking, so the mage hand's kind of just desperately not
Just
wanting
kind
to
of
fuck this up.
with,
I'm like a marionette.
with my with my glass tubes. No, with my intact.
Okay.
You have been in this body. You know how it feels. You know how it works.
Yes.
Be strong.
Be strong. Be strong. Be strong. Be strong.
So you can make me another dexterity check.
Okay.
Come on, Grody Plot.
Darvel's going to roll one as well, because there's kind of a sort of skill challenge for both.
Oh, this is it.
And it's
Train
Okay.
PK. Train PK. Train PK.
Unless there's any skills, specialized skills that you think you'd be able to utilize in this game.
Got it.
I mean, I haven't rolled well.
He might.
I haven't rolled for Darvel yet, but is there anything that you think you can maybe help yourself with? If you
In
can
terms of
convince me?
if I can reach into my backstory and bullshit something.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
That time that you
There
won
was
a
the train up and-
gymnastics competition.
There was one time where her father, bought her a very intricate fountain pen. A fountain pen, yes.
The founder of that.
And she
It turns upside down.
literally on the day she got it, accidentally broke it. And she was too scared to tell her father about this. So she hid in her little secret hidey space and spent like a whole fucking day trying to fix this with, she kind of gathered as many kind of little doodly dads as she could to kind of put this, it's essentially the kind of nib snapped, I think, if she
Okay.
I received 17, and that's really
I'll give you your proficiency bonus with it. Cool.
I mean, it's not very good. So that'll be
Is there an
5,
extra little bit?
8.
8. Okay, I didn't realise it was that low. Oh.
It's me.
Oh, he's open, he's open, he's open!
Oh,
here we go, here we go, here we go.
Oh, we're gonna die!
So that's a 9 on Darvel's dice.
Crazy Train starts playing.
Anyone else how about businessman? Can he help with that? Can we all help with this, as this is reliant on our survival?
This is not my ball game. I don't know. I can help with the machines, but whatever the fuck's going on underneath there.
How
not my job.
about we get everybody in this carriage, including the 2 people? If we're travelling at speed on one carriage, disconnect the others. So by the time we smack into something, if we do, there'll be less weight behind us. It'd be the last thing they expect.
I am inclined to agree with Marcus if you wish to save the cattle, Marionette.
It's my arm.
Yeah, even with Darvel's pluses. I won't say that you lost the arm. I think you just about lose Marionette's arm, but Darvel rolls just about high enough to grab the arm. Just because you lose grip of it and you can't quite see what you're doing, you're trying to feel your way with a mage hand. It's just alien to you. So it just doesn't fit. You're trying to get it to connect to these 2 joints and it's just not working. And you spend maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so just trying to fit this thing on. And you kind of look at Darvel, Darvel looks at you, and you both know this ain't working. And Darvel luckily manages to catch the arm just as you sort of fumble it. He pulls Marionette's arm back out. I think you can have this back. Unfortunately, it's not fitting and it's
What needs
not
to
working.
change about it?
Something else is wrong down there that I can't tell.
Can I try and have another look to see if I can figure out what's
Sure,
going on?
I'll give you a perception check. Yeah. Just so as you all know, time is running out.
Yeah.
17
plus...
Disconnect the carriages. He just whispers.
25.
25.
Yeah.
There's a lot more missing parts than Darvel was let on.
Okay.
Maybe just because he didn't know that there was more missing parts, but there's too many missing parts here for you to try and fix. This train's going to crash.
Disconnect it.
Can I run to the people hiding
Of course you can.
and just go, you 2 with me, now?
Okay. Yeah, you travel all the way through these cars and you have to go all the way back to the 9th car, which is where sort of the general populace is. And these cars are packed
How many
out.
people is it just the 2 bartenders who are left?
From the 6th car onwards, it was just that one bartender that was in there,
Okay.
bald guy that you came along with. They're like the only survivors. All the Kamath guards are dead. But the general populace in these back 3 cars, they have remained unharmed. The cars themselves are in fine
What
condition.
if we run back through the train, we disconnect as we go, so that the last one that we get everybody into should have the least inertia, as Marcus said.
Yes.
It means that, the train is fucked, it's doomed.
Yes. You should have been honest about that from the onset.
Are you talking Darvel?
Yes.
What's your surname?
What the fuck do you mean?
Look at it. It's
I can only
absolutely...
see so much, and I know there's some missing parts, but
There's a lot of missing parts.
it's not my fucking fault that these guys decided to blow up the train.
All right. Gosh, everyone's really shirty today.
I'm about to fucking die. What's the man meant to do?
What? Well, calm down for starters. Do you partake in blood?
What?
Do you partake in blood?
No.
Okay, well, you can't have the Capri blood then.
No, it sounds fucking awful.
Looking at the connection, does it look like a strength thing, or does it look like a dexterity-based thing?
Which kind of unhook each card. I'm going to say it's probably an athletics check.
Are we all getting in the back, Cat?
But if you're going first, I would imagine, because you said it first, like, if you're going back to these guys, on these back 3 cars, they're like packed full of people. It's almost like bunk beds. They kind of like having to sit below and on top of each other, and they're all like just sort of worried about what's going to happen. They just in pure panic, and yeah, you go in there and you try and sort of calm them down. So you
Everybody calm the fuck down.
You can make a persuasion
I'll
check.
kill you.
My brick. Do you want to calm them down, or like what are you trying to do at this point?
Everybody look at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah. Okay. Persuasion check. Try and calm them down. If anyone's trying to disconnect if anyone's trying to disconnect the cars, athletics checks.
Mate.
If you don't cooperate, we're all going to die.
Okay.
There's a 3.
Yeah.
Persuasion.
Darville, help me disconnect these carriages one by one, starting with the engine car.
Okay. Right, so you can make me one an athletics check.
Is he going to help?
Who? Are you talking about?
Darville, yeah.
Yeah, he will absolutely help.
Cool, he can roll his own.
Yep.
Fucking 18, though.
18 for him as well.
Oh, now you get an 80.
Look,
This guy's lying to us. Kill him.
Push him outside. No, I didn't say that to
I
you.
can only
Vic.
work with so much here. Right, come on, next one. Is there anything else anyone's doing right now?
I'm clutching my arm because I haven't got time to reattach it.
I'd say it didn't take you too long to attach it. So, like,
Squeaking as we go.
you can like run along and
Clip it back in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get any of them to the back carriages, go.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to be running through catching stragglers to try and push them to the back.
Okay, you can also maybe persuade. What about you, Kitty?
Yeah, I think I'm probably doing the same, just
Make one for me as
persuading,
well.
yeah.
We will give them a carriage lead.
Now I roll
They're
well.
an extra carriage ahead of us as we're disconnecting to make sure that there is enough time for them to get stragglers and stuff through.
Okay, sure.
Respectable 18.
18. Okay.
3 18s.
Okay.
What's Kitty's lower than 10?
I got a dirty 20.
Oh, lovely!
Yeah.
Okay.
She's rolling.
Thank you.
Okay. So that was pretty much like a group check with everyone, and we will find out what happens after the break. Got some very good rolls there, so things could go your way. But we shall find out in about 10 minutes or so, and catch you in a bit.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
We're back. I've got a cookie.
Oh, little cookie.
We've got an Alex!
We got a
We have
Alex.
Alex
So nice to
back.
have you back, dude.
It really is.
Yeah.
I missed you. I missed the smell of you, which is a positive smell next
What
to
do I smell like?
Sandalwood and the bi flag.
Cool.
That's so specific. What does the bi flag smell?
Raspberries.
Actually, probably, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Wedgeberry.
How long has it been, Alex? 5 weeks, is it?
I think, yeah, because I missed last week as well.
6 weeks, though, because you took the week off before it and the week off after it. I mean, I'm not docking it from your pay, but I'm just saying.
I've lost count. I've lost a lot. I've missed a lot.
But have you...
But you've also gained a lot. You've experienced a lot.
You fucking Jacob Alson.
Oh!
Look at you.
There it is. Oh, isn't it pretty?
No, it's... Oh, my God. Bricky's got earrings.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
He looks like... Do you remember the Annabelle and Clarabelle from Thomas the Tank Engine? The two carriages that Thomas and Toby used to shunt around. He looks a bit like them, but a bit vampirish.
He's beauty.
What's your favourite Thomas the Tank Engine or character?
Percy.
Really?
Yeah, Percy's
Fucking love Percy.
Fuck off!
Percy's
Percy's
my favourite.
great.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Percy's the female gaze. Thomas can fuck off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Thomas can fuck right off. But so I found Percy annoying as shit.
No, Percy was...
James, arrogant dickhead.
Oh,
fuck right
James
off.
can fuck off.
Yeah.
Percy's
I
lovely.
liked Edward.
Oh, Edward was
Which one
like...
was
Yeah,
Gordon?
Edward
And I
was
loved
over level.
Gordon.
Which one was Gordon?
I'm Gordon.
It's been so long since I've seen it. I
Gordon was number
literally cannot remember any
have a
other
look.
than Thomas the Tank
The
Engine.
trains from Thomas.
I love Toby the Tram.
And Percy, but like anything beyond
Oh,
that.
Gordon.
I won a Thomas the Tank Engine figure once. I entered a competition for like drawing. You'd have hated it. And I won. And It was for Early Learning Centre, and it was around the time when they decided that they needed more diversity in their trains, and they brought in the lady train, and I think they literally just called her Lady.
Yeah.
And I won that.
Because there was also the Sodor like hill trains as well, which like the little smaller ones that went up the mountains, like the mountain of Sodor, which is the island that they were on.
The knowledge, wow.
Jesus.
Me and him are like
Thomas
Yaz is rewatching Buffy at the moment. I was like, oh, cool, it's like this thing and that thing and that thing. She's like, how do you remember this? I was like, probably the tism. Probably a touch of the tism. You remember a lot of TV stuff as well, don't
Henry.
you?
Oh, Henry was a bit of a twat.
Nobody remembers this, right? But I used to watch a cartoon called Ulysses 20 something or other.
Oh yeah.
But it was a French cartoon, but it was a science fiction based on Greek mythology.
Ooh.
And I had a pink cassette video. Nobody remembers it existed.
Sounds amazing.
I found the trailer and I sent it to my brother. I was like, do you remember this? And he was like, no. I was like, you're older than me. How do you... Here.
Skipped a generation, mate, innit? I remember Pinky and Perky.
Oh yeah.
Ulysses.
Oh my god.
And then like a number.
My world has just been rocked. And originally, in the original series, Thomas wasn't even in it. It was Edward, Henry, and Gordon.
Oh my goodness me.
Thomas didn't come in till later. And then he usurped them all.
You bastard, Thomas.
You bastard.
And that's one of my grand's favourite jokes is, what do you call a train that doesn't stop at any station? Thomas the bastard. My grand's 96 this year. So that and a prostitute joke she always makes.
What's a prostitute joke?
What do you call a prostitute with white eyes?
Go.
Full.
Oh my god.
My grand is 96.
Oh my fucking days.
Oh, is it, the other variation of that, what do you call a prostitute with a runny nose? Full.
Jesus. Wow.
96, and that's two of her favourite jokes. Wartime lady, built like a battle axe, will probably live to 150.
Wow.
Gran, if you remember me, hi.
It was Ulysses 31.
Ulysses 31.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you actually watch it, or did you Google that?
I googled Ulysses because I was like, I want to have a look and see.
So the main character was actually Zeus, but it was like a science fiction. It was fucking sick.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be shit, I don't know.
Any other children's shows that you remember from it? Captain Scarlet was a favourite of mine.
Yeah.
This is the voice of the Mr.
That was another, like, I found like a gay icon thing for me that was like it was such like a, not like an awakening, but it was one of those things where you were like, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
It seems very like a lot of the androgynous side of things, especially I think like Captain Green, who is like my favourite. Like I'm always the weird, like obscure character. But yeah, I just remember it being like quite.
I don't think I watched many cartoons when I was younger.
Well, you grew up in the mines down here, though, didn't you?
No, he was.
Oh,
he
yeah,
was
no,
an
he's a-
immigrant.
But wow.
I was really, do you know what was really bad about that is my mind went Emmett. I went, oh, I'm not allowed to say that anymore.
Instead you went,
immigrant.
yeah, no, they mean to Cornwall.
I'm not a
Jesus.
true Cornishman.
That's the one.
So.
No, I'm not. I'm from the fucking
Me
Midlands.
neither.
You and I are from
I don't
the
think
same
any of us are.
Is it
neck
just
of the woods.
me?
Yeah.
I'm through and through.
Yeah, yes, it's true.
Yeah.
Look at my pasty legs
Yeah,
there.
we didn't get a lot of channels down here.
I mean, you really just got Channel 4, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And just one channel that's just crimping.
Here, BBC Radio Crimp's great.
That sounds like a rave that you would have had down here.
Probably, yeah.
I was introduced to Farscape.
Yeah? I remember that.
I fucking love.
Oh, you're the baby of the group, aren't you?
Little Barry.
Because it had, I can't remember her name,
Stargate.
but she had the dark hair and she was in
Stargate.
Stargate as well.
Absolutely.
But it was the alien that I found that was the most attractive, the female lead. Yeah, I think so.
Zan?
Yeah.
Zan?
Yeah. I think it was.
Fair play, yeah.
It was. I think because it was so alien exotic. It's like for me, it's like Twi'leks in Starfinder in Star Wars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like yeah, I see the tendrils, and I'm just like, doesn't matter.
Like,
I'm like, yeah, cool. Like when they brought out Ayla Secura for the prequels, I was like, she's a very attractive lady. E.T. You know.
E.T. Oh no.
So you like Zan, who's a plant lady. Who literally gets off by photosynthesis.
There was another
Oh, the
one.
sun.
You have no idea how accurate that is.
Yeah.
In one of the episodes, like they go near a star and she's just fucking loving it. She's just like, just embrace me. That kind of thing. It's like,
I think maybe that's what it was. Because it was so freeing, and it was like very open about it, and it's like.
White eyes.
Satiated.
Fuck it up.
What was your cartoon sexual awakenings?
I think we should continue where we were.
Jack, tell us about the first time you realised you were attracted to somebody.
I don't know, to be honest. If I'm being honest, it probably was Aronson from Fosgate.
Was who, sorry?
Aronson.
Was like the main female lead in Fosgate. She's hot as shit.
Didn't think he'd answer the question, to be honest.
There you go, got it
he
then.
did.
If you look at Fosgate, like go back then, you're like, fucking hell. She's just this
I was looking at
badass.
the alien lady
She's
too
hot,
much.
so... Anyway, let's move on. So, where are we?
My first crush was Hermione Granger,
Oh.
played by Emma Watson. I was 10.
It was a dark September evening.
I remember
The wizard was not quite 11 yet.
The VHS tape of the Philosopher's Stone had just arrived.
It sat next to my Ulysses 31. I remember it had a darkened case where Ulysses was pink.
Oh, God. So I'm just cooking. So,
Cookie.
you guys made some various
Plant
checks to try and save this train as much as you can from its inevitable crash that's going to happen. You managed to calm down. Most of the main patrons of the back 3 cars, they seem bolstered by your calmness and sort of determination to try and soften the blow of whatever crash is happening here. You managed to disconnect a few of these cars to try and lessen the impact. And you managed to do so, and you can see like the engine and the other car behind it start to sort of speed on ahead a little bit. So you managed to slow the carts that you're in down a bit, but you're still sort of freewheeling it now. There's no stopping it. Until inevitably, what takes probably maybe the next 2-3 minutes, you just kind of hanging in these last 3 cars with the rest of the general populace,
Just chilling.
waiting for the inevitable. And you, how do I sort of describe it? It's not just like a straight tunnel. Like there are some curves to it, and at one point you think you're just gonna like land on the side. You're like on one wheel for a little bit, and then you're coming back on. Way. But you start to feel the extreme pressure that's on the railroad. You start to feel from whatever's going on ahead with the engine as it's sort of pulling away from you. It is shaking this railroad apart. And then you abruptly feel sort of instantaneous lightness as sort of a corner is just a little too tight, and you sort of end up rolling off this corner into this cavernous wall. And there's just like a small moment where you're just kind of hovering in the air as the inevitable happens. You just smack into the side of the cave wall, and it just the cacophonous sound of things breaking, people screaming, things crunching, and for what feels like forever, eventually these sort of 3 cars do pull away from each other and like start to slow down. It digs into the ground. The railroad itself is just destroyed. You come to a standstill.
I like to imagine that when everyone gets thrown from one side and into the wall of the other side, Marcus and Fear, who have spider climb, are still just planted on the ground normally. As this thing turns over and I was like, Clush! We're like, watch it happen. And that's why I chuckled, because in my head, we were fine.
So, you're all going to take some damage here.
Did you not just hear what happened to Marcus?
There are loose things in the cabinet, so they can hit you.
Yeah, everyone's finding another, like, brick.
Bricky's on the leash, like, woo!
Well, I'm about to go down again, so...
Okay, so you've suddenly lessened the amount of damage you're going to take.
Bricky's nemesis, Slab.
Slab.
It's just like a 3-hour montage of them not moving closer to each other. They like focus on one face and the other one, the two of them on the outside. Continue.
You've definitely lessened the amount of damage that you were going to take if you had this whole train still in one sort of line, still going at the same speed. You managed to slow it down, you got rid of some cars. So you would have taken 3d6 slashing, 3d6 piercing, and 3d6 bludgeoning.
Ready to go down.
It's already mysterious.
But you're only going to take sort of basically half of that. So roll it up.
Roll all ones and I'm still going down.
Yep. 4.
Eiffel Tower!
You all take 17 points.
We're all down.
We're all down.
Oh no, you're up. You're up.
Fine.
I'm not down. I'm good.
Yeah.
We're down, and by that, we're all down.
Wow.
Player 1 and 2 have left the game and turned the PlayStation off.
But Kitty's been doing so well getting you guys up. How
Shall I
dare you.
sleep?
How we play, pretty much, yeah. We're dicks. I'm so sorry. Let me put my character down to dead. Good luck.
Yeah, I mean, just being bludgeoned into the side of the cave wall.
Yikes.
Things are thrown around, and some things sort of pierce you. Bits of like shards of glass from the windows, just cuts and scrapes and bruises. A couple of you, maybe those that are down, will probably fall out of the cart, and now we're just kind of somewhere in this cavernous, dark space. And
Dark vision.
you'll be fucking down, so you're
My backup generator kicks in. Emergency light.
Yeah. But Marcus and Kitty, you're both up still, aren't you?
Yes.
So you're very much groggy in this moment. Like your head is spinning. You're definitely still wounded for sure. But like the cart is upside down. You're kind of like lying on the roof of this cart, and there's just piles of bodies around you, and some of them are coming to, some of them are not coming to. I mean, yeah, those that are still up, what do you do?
Long rest.
Just chill like
Shh, don't wake the children.
Perhaps we should go and help these two at least.
Do you have anything to heal?
I mean, there's-
I'm completely out.
Is there any amongst the wreckage? Is there anything I can see?
So you can make your way out of the car.
Another train.
You can roll me an investigation check. But I'm going to say make it to disadvantage because you're just so spun out from what just happened.
Can I do an investigation check as well?
Oh, man.
You'll be a
with
flat roll.
It's about fucking time, eh?
Natural 20 for 21.
Did you roll a disadvantage?
I thought you said roll at advantage.
No.
No, I
Afraid
didn't.
not, buddy. I'm sorry.
8.
I got a 13. Better than an 8. And it was a 13. Gonna be honest.
At this
At
point,
one point, it'll really make a difference, you know?
Well, you know,
probably better ones.
I'd say, like, with your efforts of both of you trying to work together, try and work through some wreckage to see if you can find anything that would help get your friends up.
Found a child.
I mean,
I think you find, collectively, both of you, one blood bag, which is one of these
Bag.
blood bags that you were given on the train as you were sort of going through by the bartender.
Yeah.
It's one of those, and you find them just like amongst some wreckage. But you're having a hard time sort of
Down
sifting through all this shit.
Do it.
But that's all you find.
Can I split it between the two of them?
Yeah, absolutely can.
Okay.
It's worth 5 hit points, so disperse as you wish.
2.5 each.
2.5.
You can't do half.
So
Split the ass.
Yeah.
I guess. Well, you're both down, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. How about 3 for you, 2 for you?
Sounds good.
Marcus does me more. Wait.
That
Not a problem.
just about keeps your friends alive. as the blood reinvigorates you and you kind of gasp to life once more. And you are also just groggy in this moment. You're just spun out. You're trying to work out where you are, get your place, and noise starts to happen as people sort of come to, and some of them are screaming, like some of their loved ones are dead. You can see that, like, some of them are like mangled corpses. Some other ones have just been injured severely. It's an absolute mess in here right now. Yeah, I mean, what do you do from here? If you're
Contact customer services about this.
Indeed.
You would imagine you're not actually too far away from the next station. You think it's going to take about an hour to get there.
What should we do with all these people?
We should take those that are able to continue forward, those that can help each other, those who are too gone, unfortunately.
This is it's the only train, isn't it? Is there just one train that goes kind of to and from? Okay, so there's cool. Well, so there's no worry about another train coming. So
no. Maybe those that are able should walk forward, and we can send teams back to retrieve those who can't.
That's all we can do. Onward.
I will say that someone emerges from the wreckage that you can recognise.
Business.
Is the person that helped you sort of kill Lady Liza. And you can see he is also wounded, but he is very much alive. And he's sort of clutching his side. And he sort of limps towards you. He's like, we should probably get moving.
Indeed.
Sorry, what is your name?
Isaac.
Isaac.
I don't suppose you have a safe house in Siristead.
Isaac business.
Isaac business. Isaac tea business.
Isaac tea business.
Business.
I'd rather not say.
Well, we've just killed a noble together.
Indeed.
And I and the rest of us are pretty, and Fear looks mangled. Like he is barely stitched together at this point.
Yeah.
And he's struggling to stand. He is like, you've never probably seen him look as weak as he looks now, having been down so many times.
Yeah.
That like, yeah, so he is just like, we need to go.
Marcus, have you got your brick?
Yes.
Good.
Safe.
Well, we should start moving forward. We should mobilise as many people as we can and move. Yes. Right.
I mean, did you sort of like start gathering people to try and?
Yeah, I think.
Or were you just going on your own?
No, I think Marion will like open up the voice box and sort of like. Yeah, almost like a siren, just to like get people's attention. I do apologise, but this is the most efficient way of getting everyone's attention. Hello.
The 405 to camera has been delayed.
Unexpectedly delayed. You can.
There'll be a bus
On
replacement.
arrival at the which is the next station?
The first metro station.
At the next station, which is first metro station.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
You can apply for a refund, which we would heartily consider doing, and also big compensation. For now, however, those who are able to walk should follow us. The train tracks will guide us to the next station. Those who cannot should stay behind, perhaps with some who are in better shape than others, and we will send teams back for the rest. Does everyone understand? Can I have a raise of hands, please?
Hello.
Thank you, Kitty.
They slowly, some of them are like sort of talking to each other, whispering each other. Like, who the fuck is this? And they slowly start to put their hands up, like.
One of them raises their own hand, but it's in their other hand.
Marion's like, oh, I can do that too. It's very limp.
Oh, feels so good.
Wonderful. Right, well, chop, spit spot.
Alright, and they start to group up and try and gather what things they can find of their own.
2 by 2, hold hands.
And you can see some of them are just sobbing, having to just leave the bodies of their loved ones behind and clutching to anyone that's still alive, and they're huddling together. You cannot move at a fast pace if you're following, leading these people.
Yeah.
So
We're not moving fast anyway, and I think Marinette's just going to kind of put, because she's fucking massive now, just kind of put an arm just around Fear under the pretense of, oh, I need the help, but really she's supporting him.
okay.
Yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah. Come on, Tim.
Yeah. So It's probably going to take you about maybe an hour and a half to get to the next station you approximate. And you do so. I mean, this cavernous sort of tunnel is quite large. It's not small by any means. I mean, it has to fit a train at the end of the day, but
You've got such a way with words.
In the book it goes.
We've got a fit train at the end of the day.
This tunnel is not small by any means. It's got a fit
train at the end of the day.
yes. Sometimes I hate myself. But there's no other tunnels that sort of split off from this one. It seems to be this one tunnel that sort of weaves through, and eventually, after the hour and a half passes, you eventually get the rest of these people to the entrance of this huge cavernous space, which is quite pretty because you can see up above. There's
quite pretty.
you can see into the open sky from within this cavernous space. You can see the rays of sunlight just beaming through, and it's directly landing on what is the first metro station. As there are a few buildings here, it's not massive, but you can see where the railroad comes up next to it, and that would have been where people get on and off.
Are the people waiting? That's right.
Late.
Yeah.
Just went straight past us. Carried on going.
Didn't realise it was a no stop.
You know what it's like, 2 old cupboards.
Tell me about it.
An old vampire. You know what it's like.
One just with like one fang.
You certainly see there's a small group of people sort of gathered around where the station is, because what kind of muddies the sight is the engine and the car that was behind it have shot off the rails onto this elevated bit where you are, and just
Like the Spice Girls.
Do a flip!
I don't know what that is.
Oh, Jack!
Wow. Next movie night.
Yeah.
And I'm being deadly serious.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that movie as a kid, so I'm all up
Spice
for it
World
too.
was great.
In the lime green. We've actually spoken about this before.
We
haven't
have,
Meatloaf the Bus Driver.
Of
Yeah.
dreams. Oh, goodness.
Bless up your
I'm
life.
out of the loop.
Well, we have a treat for you.
Boy, do we have a treat for you.
And you can tell us which one's your favourite.
Indeed. Okay, sure.
Baby, isn't it?
Want a baby?
Creep.
You fucking said it, mate.
Because it's your favourite.
Right. So you have a favourite, do you?
Yeah.
Everyone's got a favourite.
It used to be Ginger. Now it's Sporty.
Oh, mine was always Sporty, and I never knew why until much later.
Yeah. I was a baby girl.
Also scary with age.
Yeah. I mean, all of
Appetite,
them.
isn't it?
Jack has no clue.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here. This is all new.
They seem to be having
come
fun.
off the tracks.
Both metaphorically.
Much like this session.
These two cars have launched themselves off this elevated platform where you're on, down into the middle of where this sort of small villagey sort of town is, and it has just dug its way into the ground, and it's clearly somewhat exploded, as there are train parts and wheels and spokes just kind of littering the ground, and people are trying to root through the wreckage to see if there's anyone that's still alive, trying to see what's going on. But where you are, platform sort of extends out of this cave where you're in, and it starts to veer off down to the right, where it would, on a slope, where eventually it would sort of smooth itself back out onto where the station would be. So you would have to walk your way down there. It takes sort of another 10 minutes or so, but you are greeted by the people at the station, and they help you. They provide warmth with blankets, they give you food, they give you water, and they bring you in and they care for you. And you are essentially, over the sort of next hour or 2 hours while you're here, you are given beds. You're given a place to sort of rest, stay, to recoup your energy so that you can move on to the next day and try and find somewhere safer, whilst any of the authorities are called, that kind of thing. But you can see there are a few guards around in this station, and they don't look like your normal Canrath guards. They've got a very much. They look like miners with these sort of hard hats with like lanterns on the front of them, but they're also wearing gas masks on them, and they're wielding quite deadly sort of pickaxes, which are very well sharpened. They've got like a sort of loop of rope on them. They've got a lantern just at their side. They've got just a bag of stuff, and they've got some armor on. It's quite rugged in some places. They've got like patchwork sort of trousers on. Everything's like, and they all sort of have their own little unique look to them. But they all have these sort of gas masks on, hard hats, and they're very much the guards of this station. And you would know that these people are called the mountain guards, and they are sort of the only line of defence of anything attacking this station. But you are given a place to rest if you so wish.
Is that a long rest?
If that's what you want to take, you are freely given in this place.
Even if you guys want to move on, happy to use some RP wise to just be like, nope.
Yeah, I think everyone's of the
got
same.
nothing left. Yeah.
He is mangled.
Yeah. I think we're all pretty beat up.
Yes.
That is one of those points of thingy things, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah. So if you do take a long rest, that's 1 blood degeneration.
That'll be blood degeneration number 2.
I was going to say, we have taken.
BD?
Yeah, I need to put that on my character sheet.
And one thing that I haven't quite checked up on yet is who ate some of that heart.
I think it's just me.
Is it just Finn?
Oh wait,
did you want to have?
You had a bit, didn't you?
I told you to share with Marcus.
You had some as well.
Yeah.
But it was just those.
Yeah, I did not.
I did not partake. Nope.
didn't have the heart.
Hell.
It was not fun.
Oh, he's back, baby.
You are bestowed some sort of power. I think maybe it's over the time of trying to fix the train and having the crash and resting. It's over that time you kind of realise what this is. You do have a bit of a choice in this. I'll sort of just explain.
I know.
So it's essentially called the Weapon of the Founder. You choose any weapon type of your choice. You know, longsword, dagger, or it could be even a Bloodwood pistol or a rifle. And as a bonus action, you can conjure this weapon.
Cool. Out
of the same sort of crimson, ethereal look as Lady Liza did with her daggers. They class as magical, and they are completely made of this ethereal blood, but they can harm flesh as well as any steel can. You deal an extra 1d6 blood damage with these weapons on any hit. And the weapons conjured this way disappear when you fall unconscious, when you dismiss them, or when they leave your hands, or when they hit or miss the target if they have the throwing property, much like the daggers that Lady Liza had. In addition, you are immediately considered proficient with whatever weapon you choose. As well as that, you get to choose whether you use your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier in place of strength and dexterity rolls for it. So, yeah, you choose that however you wish. You are bestowed this power because you gave in to the founder and you ate some of the hearts of Lady Liza.
The founder is really quite mortalist. Because even if I wanted to, I couldn't have eaten that heart.
Oh shit,
loopholes!
Let's not go into that detail.
Oh, but it's there and it's glaring.
I actually wrote down that whole thing with really excitement. I was like, oh, actually, no, I'm not getting that.
You were like, oh,
so summoning, is it like summon the weapon and it's there until it disappears again, or is it like a one like if I do make it a blood weapon, is it's there, I take the shot and then it's gone again?
Bad.
No, it's
No, it isn't like
that's your weapon. You have it on you and you dismiss it, drop it, fall unconscious, anything like that. It's very much like the nanosonic stuff in Starfinder. There's moments like that.
What was the last bit you said about dexterity and?
So usually with like melee weapons and ranged weapons, so you either use your strength or dexterity to roll to hit. If you want to, you can replace that roll with an intelligence, wisdom, or charisma modifier instead of. So, for instance, if you're not particularly good at strength, but you want to take like a battle axe, you can, and you're really good at intelligence, you can use your intelligence modifier and use that instead.
That is good.
So, just to confirm, so it's blood summoning. Is it
Weapon of the Founder?
Weapon of the Founder. Okay. And it's an extra D6 to the attacks.
A D6 blood damage.
And it classes as magical.
It does class as magical. Yes, and it's a bonus action to take this weapon out.
Okay.
So if you're in combat and you haven't got it out, that's what it takes to do. I will say that the ranged weapons still use bullets that you have.
Yeah.
So it's not just like a never-ending ammo. So
what
do you choose?
I was going to probably go home and think about it. I was thinking like a rifle, maybe.
Completely up to you. Yeah.
I know what I've chosen. I've written it down, but I'm going to wait until it comes up.
Okay, sure. You can keep it secret.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep it secret.
All right.
There's a call and response.
I thought
Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yeah.
We're done with that banter section. It's over.
Call back.
Yeah, I mean, you wake up the next day somewhat revitalized.
long rested.
You are indeed long rested, so make sure you actually hit points out.
Mm-hmm.
And any spell slots you've got.
Don't worry about that.
Hell yeah.
Your lay on hands fills up.
Cool.
It'll be more now. As well.
Oh, how much am I on now?
20. No!
25?
Yeah, 25.
Sweet.
Um,
Look at this place.
I know.
Even I'm appalled now.
We're fixing it, don't worry.
You wake
I'll
up
take
the
a
next
photo of
day
it
and
so I can
you
take
still
the
feel a
work
bit
on it.
groggy from everything that's gone on in the past
Yeah.
sort of 24 hours, essentially. Yeah, I mean, what is it you do in this moment? You sort of wake up probably in the same room as each other, because there's not a lot of space here to
Get your
house
levels
all
up
the
as well.
people that came off the train. Because, there's like 7 or 8 buildings here, like dwellings. But you are given like a small room where there's some bedrolls and stuff that you can sleep on and stuff. But
Is the blood mist still around?
no, you're out of the ranch area.
No, I mean like the one that we were
that
following.
one. Oh, I see.
The other blood mist.
The other blood mist, gotcha.
Is it just chilling
On
like,
the other train.
guys, come on. TikTok.
Yes, it has disappeared.
Okay. Is this where we're meant to be then? Oh, hang on. When it was because it was hanging above the train, was our quarry lele?
I think that's where beer would sit up. It would appear so.
I don't like that. I don't quite like being used as an assassin.
Knowing that she
I
was
don't.
also an assassin.
Beer just rolls his head. It's like, you might not, but we don't really get a say in these things.
We should. Just staring.
So at this point, he is just like, you can see that he's like putting the straps back on of the armor that he is, and like the wounds don't heal, and like the only things that have healed are where the bones are resetting, where he was like mangled and broken, but like the skin is essentially, he's having to like stitch his own skin back together and stuff like that, and every one of those wounds stays.
It's not good. It's not good. I'd rather get the feeling that intrinsic systematic change is needed.
I would wholeheartedly agree with you.
I'd rather think we're coming at it from different angles, though, Fear.
And if we get to it, that means we're flanking.
Sure. Stab a bitch for you any day.
I must say, I am very proud of what you did yesterday. You made the right call.
I rather feel my hand was forced.
But you dealt with it well.
You deal with what needs to be dealt with. It's as simple as that. But this whole affair has been trying, and the more that we delve into it, the less I like it.
Should we go find your master? I feel like they're here.
I do also. I do hope the children are safe. Well, shall we? How are we going to get out of here now that there's no train?
You can ask those gentlemen with the lovely hats.
Gentlemen with the lovely hats. Hello.
Yeah, you can make your way out of this sort of small dwelling you're in. You can see people are starting to sort of gather, just trying to work out what their next steps are, much like you are. And these mountain guards are trying to answer questions that are being sort of bombarded at them, and they're sort of trying to calm them down and sort of making sure that people take the time that they need to rest before they make any rash decisions, anything like that. But you can pull one of them to the side, absolutely, and they sort of say, yes, what's the problem?
Oh, hello. We are just looking for how we're going to get out of here.
Well, there's multiple ways, really. You can carry on through the tunnel. It's going to be a long journey. If you want to carry on the way that you were going, I don't know which way you were going. Like, well, maybe were you going all the way to Siristead, or...
The train was going in one direction.
Yes.
But you might be going to one of the other stations, I don't know.
How many other stations left on the line before Siristead?
Oh, there's only a couple.
Name them, alphabetically.
And all their family members.
Let me get my thing out there.
Oh.
1 second there. What is it? Somewhere. This one. That's not it. Too many things. Challenge stuff.
It's almost like Jack needs a PDF version of this.
What about mounts?
Oh yes,
Any
mounts.
Some mounts.
We need one for Bricky.
Like a bug or something. Oh, you can have Prancer. Getting on that thing.
Directly between this station and Siristead, there are 3 more stations.
3 more stations.
So this is metro station.
This is the first metro station.
First metro. Is it just 1, 2, and 3?
The next one is Departure Well Station, and that splits off into one of the inner workings of Garot Mountains. But the next one after that is a bit of a long journey between that one and the next one, which is the North Tunnel Station. And then one after that is also Old Military Station. And then after that is your final destination, which is Siristead.
What time's the next train?
Given what's happened here, mate, I think it's going to be here for a while.
Do you have a replacement bus service?
That doesn't exist.
Poor.
Is this your first time outside?
Yes.
Are you telling us we have to stay in this wretched hellhole?
No, I mean, you are free
Bless
to do
you.
what you will. You are not prisoners.
Bless you.
I didn't say I was prisoners, but like, if there was no replacement service, I'm not.
This day is a train wreck.
He is quite right. You are making it much worse.
Well,
By not.
That.
This.
I'm giving you perfectly logical.
What is your name?
Barry.
You've caught me up a whim here.
Whim.
Thank you, Will. Bless you, Kitty.
Oh, so the dust just got up there. Yeah.
Do you have any iced cigars?
Right up there.
We don't have any of that here. My name's Darius.
Darius.
Sing me a song.
Wow, that is ancient history.
Yeah.
Yep, we're just getting old. What do we do?
Is there some... surely after such a catastrophe there must be something that's beyond just walking.
It is beneath us.
Well, the train that's crashed, that's the only one that goes in between.
And you have no other machines or
No.
taxis?
Could you make one? Retrofit?
Not with the stuff we have here. I mean, look at the size of the places. We are tiny.
What about from the wreckage?
Actually, a very small village.
You just get a chassis with an.
Is he lying?
You can make an insight check for sure.
He's telling the truth.
You gather that, yes.
Question.
Yes.
Given that the founder is seemingly omnipresent,
Yeah.
would you class him as being consciously 120 feet away?
For the purposes of what?
I don't know. If someone wanted to like create a blood link with him and have a little chat, because someone has their blood. In order to do that spell, just for guidance.
I'll let you do it.
Cool.
Purely because of the situation you guys are in.
Lovely.
Daddy has left us here alone.
I'm gonna open up the compartment, take out the founder's blood, hold it, and I think you see Marionette's kind of the blood in her eyes kind of flickers
as she kind of casts this spell. Because if she were a person, her eyes would roll back, but she's not. So Thomas and blink. And so I'm just going to establish a telepathic link with the founder. Hello, it's Marionette, your plaything, apparently.
Very interesting to hear from you.
Yes.
What is it you want?
We were just hoping that, seeing as we have found ourselves in this little sticky wicket, you could perhaps point us in the direction you'd like us next, or guidance on how to get there.
Well, I would hope that the mist brought you in the right direction.
The mist has vanished.
Well, you are on the right journey.
I would have said track.
I mean, you're on the right journey as well, but...
So you would like us here, in this place?
This was unprecedented. I did not foresee an attack on the train. Carry on your journey in the direction that you were.
So you just want us to walk?
If you must.
Fear will throw a tantrum about that, and I do hope you know that I'm the one who's going to have to deal with it.
This does not matter to me.
No, little does it?
You cannot hurt me.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
He's being totally serious. It's like,
I can bother you, though.
Shit to him.
I can bother you.
I can end this connection at any point.
That's fine.
Carry on the way you were going, and you'll find where you need to be. I am a little disappointed in you two.
How do you expect me to eat? I don't have a mouth!
There are ways. You can consume. You can consume the blood of a heart.
But that's not what you asked for. If you're going to be that pedantic, think about your lexicon. Goodbye! Some of the connection. Savage.
He brings back. No.
Yeah, but.
All in my terms, actually.
Yeah, you there?
Housekeeper.
Bitch.
While Marionette's in that, can I have a look for the... Oh, God. Isaac.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Mr. Isaac.
Sure.
Business.
Mr. Isaac T. Business.
He's...
IT business.
IT business.
He's hanging around trying to sort of...
Is he making the first internet in
Oh, with his IT business.
Maybe, you don't know. But he is currently talking to two guards just on his own, and he's trying to sort of... You can clearly see he's trying to figure out his own next steps.
Okay.
But you can find him easily.
Can I, listen into what he's saying to the guards?
Without him knowing, I presume?
Yes.
You can roll me a stealth check.
Don't be dropping no eaves, sir.
Oh. I'm just trimming the verge. No, I could carry on. No.
The whole trilogy.
So I thought as a halfling I get... Oh no, that's just naturally stealthy.
Yeah.
Attempt to hide even when you're obscured only by a creature that is at least one size larger. So can I just stand behind someone?
I mean, there are plenty of places for you just to hide behind a
But do I still need to
that
roll?
kind of thing. You stealth check.
Yeah, okay. But I could do it automata now.
No, afraid not. Oh dear.
It's fine.
10.
10.
Oh,
10.
Let me just see what his passive is.
It's still a bunny rabbit.
Oh, ah.
Give me that, actually.
Kill it. You're not being noticed.
Yeah.
And so make a perception check now for me, just to see if you can actually hear what's going on.
What is wrong? These dice are going to go into jail.
Put them in jail.
Dragonborn Industries is not responsible. Anything you do with your character is simply your choice and not any of Dragonborn Industries. Terms and conditions apply.
And that was a 9 on the Dragonborn Industries dice.
Hey, at least you know they're not loaded. For you.
One.
This week for me, it has been.
So was that a 9 total?
Yeah.
20.
All right then. So
balance.
Oh my god.
Jail.
you don't hear the full conversation. You hear sort of parts of it. You get the vibe that he's kind of asking the same sort of questions as you guys are. But you hear the mention of Siristead.
Yeah.
You can hear in his tone of voice that he needs to be moving soon. He wants to get kind of moving as soon as he can. And he's asking if there's anything that this first metro station can help him with, aiding him in doing that. So it's kind of a similar sort of conversation going on, but you can sense there's definitely a sense of urgentness. Urgency, that's what I'm saying.
Good boy.
I'm going to go back to everyone and say, well...
You're patronising that. I love it so much.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to everyone and say, well, our good friend Isaac... T business for his full name. He appears to be going directly to Siristead, so I think that's our path.
According to someone, yes. We should carry on with the path that we're on.
Someone, Marionette.
I'm just gonna show you the vial that, yeah. You know who.
How's he doing?
Probably quite cross right now. Bothered, one might say.
Good.
He did say he's disappointed in us for not eating the heart, and I did point out the flaws in his argument there, and he didn't appreciate it. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm very proud of you, and I'm proud of you for sharing with Marcus. That was very good.
It was a request of the founder.
I don't think acquiescing to all of his demands is necessarily the best thing for us, but I respect your choice in partaking, and respect yours in not, and I stand by that should I have even wanted to, I could not.
I think Kitty, like, as soon as she hears the word disappointed, just like gets somehow smaller in stature. Just like, oh shit.
He's not worth it.
Approval.
But yes, he has said that we should carry on walking.
There's no possible way that all these metro people can construct some sort of angst engine.
Is that not one of those like
stick on
pushy
tracks? Yeah.
mime cars?
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
We do not have that ability here.
Why?
We are just a station.
It's an emergency. I feel that you're not prepped for emergencies.
What if it starts?
Do not put the pride of Canrath on us. We
I feel
are
like
purely
this-
here
yes.
to earn a wage and do as we're told.
How do you assuming you get the train if you need to leave this village?
I live here.
Why?
What happens here? What is the export? What is the vibe?
Trains.
Train. Singular.
There is no import or export from here anymore. It used to be quite some time ago. I'm sure you've heard of probably the Siege of Siristead.
Oh yes.
This was one of the places where supplies were taken to and fro.
Oh, sure, a shipping container.
Yes, very much so, like
I
that.
knew one of those once. Lovely fellows.
That is not the case anymore.
That was really
All
good.
supplies are not needed anymore. So we've just
Why stay?
It's quiet most of the time. It's better than living in Canrath.
For once, I can actually
Yes.
appreciate that.
I think we are going to have to just
Grin and bear it.
bite the bullet and
I'm
walk.
sorry I can't help you anymore. This is truly all we have.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
And
You
this
can't help it.
sort of event has not happened before.
No.
He just like looks around at the grimace like, it appears you've suffered enough.
Fear. Manners.
Sorry about the train.
Don't apologise to them.
What, did you destroy the train?
No. If anything, we helped slow the destruction.
Well, that's a point. What if the riders are coming tunnel.
Then we can push them off and steal the horses. Whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. I think we are just going to have to hoof it.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac, are you coming with us?
And he sort of looks over his shoulder as he's sort of in the middle of a conversation with his two mountain guards. He looks over and... Why, where are you going?
Zira's dead.
Well, it seems I might have to.
We used to know, and as they start walking, like, we used to know someone called Ethan Ward. And I swear to you, if you're as useless as he is, I will be in such a rage.
You don't smoke, do you?
No, I kicked that habit a few years ago.
You should talk to Isaac more.
I don't know if I've been having any cravings.
Give me an insight check. Please.
Roll a dice.
Lovely.
Insight, you say? 15.
You mentioned Ethan Ward's name. You can see there's a slight recognition of that name in his face.
Good or bad to you?
A bit of both.
Useless to us.
Bit of pain in the arse.
Yes.
Just a bit.
But he means well.
He tries.
That's all we can ever ask for.
I think we'll be fine, you and I, Isaac.
Quite.
I don't like this. No. Bad influence on each
So is
other.
the born and raised?
Yes. Small talk, I love it.
Well, Marcus is all out of what time you want to.
Well, shall we?
Yes.
We've asked about taxes. They have nothing. Sorry, Marcus.
Good ring.
I suppose we need to be heading on through that tunnel, and you can see kind of his ears kind of prick up. He like stops his sort of conversation dead.
The energy up in it.
What's that, girl?
And he kind of cocks his head a little bit and sort of. Do you guys hear? Do you hear that?
Do we hear that?
Do we?
Hear that?
Perception check.
Nope.
Oh,
9.
fuck yeah. Get in.
Get in.
16.
A natural 20 for 28.
Lovely,
7.
lovely.
7.
We're the shittest vampires.
Marcus and Fear, yeah, it's just maybe still reeling from the day before. Like maybe you still got a bit like the tinnitus. But you guys over here, when Isaac sort of points out and it sort of shushes you, you can just about hear. It sounds like screaming, but from a very distant place.
Is it coming like from the tunnel side? Is it coming from like one end of the tunnel or the other end of the tunnel?
You can't tell.
Oh shit.
Is it?
Can we tell?
Yeah.
It's coming from the tunnel that you would have to go in.
Does it sound?
You don't have a ghost train, do you?
Is it like more high pitched or is it like? I mean, I guess I'm asking, is it more like masculine or?
tones.
Yeah.
Is it more like kind of animalistic or
Yes.
Mechanical.
animalistic? It's probably those audible things we read about in paper.
What was that? Just like above table.
So when we were at the train station, when Kitty went through her growth that never got recorded,
That was so unfortunate.
Character development.
It was a lovely 2 minutes as well.
I did have it.
But it's alright, because we were laughing at the word egg. And it caught that.
There were creatures, and I can't find the name of them right now. There were more sightings of certain creatures. And I think we heard about them.
Jack's giving the nod of like a proud GM. Somebody is remembering something.
I know things, but
is it Dalmoon? Dalmoon activity.
You're so good at this.
Fucking
Your
notes.
Was it Del what?
Dalmoon.
Dalmoon.
We could just ask Isaac.
Isaac?
What
Do you know much about Dalmoon activity in these here parts?
Well, I was reading about all the paper on the train, actually. What? I don't. It doesn't sound like those, though.
Oh.
It sounds rabid.
Oh.
It's a rap.
But it's
Getting closer?
it's getting closer.
Oh.
And it's as you, it's as you say that, even you start to hear it, and so do you fear. And
Get ready, everyone.
these screams get louder, and they are very much animalistic. And the, sort of the pitch of these tones are like overlapping each other. It's very discordant.
Get in and close the curtains.
Lock the doors.
But out of this sort of tunnel that's maybe, I want to say like 120 foot away from you, is multiple creatures that are kind of on all fours and they're just kind of like galloping towards you. And you can see they're like the pale skin and they are like essentially naked. There's no clothes on them whatsoever.
Are they the same thing from Can Rap that were like, give me money or
No,
clothes,
no.
okay?
They're like a lot more docile. They very much just kind of keep to themselves and just survive. But these ones are like, they're hungry for something.
Like ghouls.
They're just like, we found stuff, let's fucking go.
How many are pouring up the tunnel?
Huh?
How many?
50.
In one tunnel?
There's around about that. There's quite a lot of them.
Are they white? Like, are they like
pale white
Oh,
skin?
is it like the weird homunculi
Nosferatu.
things
It's
that
like
come out of like Full Metal Alchemist and that?
They're very gangly. They're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you close your eyes, think about it. It looks like sperm coming out. Sorry.
The more Alex is back, the more I know we played his character fucking dead on.
I don't know if I'm playing to you or if you're playing to me. I don't know who's who anymore.
We're just one hive mind now. One dirty, smutty hive mind.
Filthy.
but these creatures, whatever they are, they bound out of this this tunnel and
Clad
again,
in shit.
clad in shit. But again, it's on an elevated sort of position, and instead of just going down the slope like someone normally would, they just launch themselves off the elevated bit and just kind of almost like almost splatter to the ground. They wound themselves by just doing that.
Perhaps they're worried they're going to miss the train.
It's so amazing. I think you say that, he's just bringing up the auto rifle ready to start fucking auto firing into the
and this
crowd.
is where like, you can now hear sirens start to be going off as the mounting guard spot these creatures, whatever they are, and start ringing the bells. And everyone.
What's that gonna do?
And they're like, everyone get inside, get inside.
Dinner bell.
Guard to the front, and they're all like getting their tools, their weapons out, and they're just trying to form like a front line in front of the station, trying to just fend off the attack.
Guess we get inside.
Oh, yeah.
You do whatever you're gonna do,
Get
but
inside.
Yeah.
Make like stone sour and get inside.
okay, fair enough.
Doesn't seem like our responsibility. The last time we tried to help, 6 kids died.
Seems like the sort of thing they have guards for, so...
Yeah, right? Yeah, he's got a bell, he's fine.
You can see that they are clearly understaffed.
Oh well.
You can
That
see
seems like I'm sorry, that's a them problem. You need to learn to put boundaries in and say no.
Not my
First,
job.
they're not prepared for a train emergency or any onward travel, and now
train
this...
station.
Where's their kosh locker?
It's not.
Kitty's already got notes about an expose for this.
It's not their fault. They just
It's
live
not
should
their
try and
fault.
form
I
a
know whose
union.
fault
Health
it
and
is.
safety is everybody's responsibility if you work at a company.
I'm going to cast Bloodlink again and list a load of complaints to the founder.
Where are we
And
get-
another thing.
Let's get inside and watch this massacre unfold.
Okay, so you.
Oh, did you see his head go?
I've got 2 fangs on the scrawny one to go first.
Right.
Kitty, you coming in or are you staying out there?
Oh, I'm coming in.
Right.
Okay, so you go into the nearest building and just sort of take cover and just wait it out, as it
Awesome,
were.
yeah.
Is Isaac coming with us?
He's conflicted.
Oh,
He's
if
like-
Isaac is conflicted.
It's like, those guards are going to die.
Oh, we probably should
Everyone
help.
that we just tried to save from the train, they're going to die.
Oh, well, in that case, when you put it like that.
Like,
Yes.
Have you seen how many are out there?
Yes,
And you
yes,
look out there and there's like 50 of these like creatures.
So what are 4 people going to do?
Oh, let's give it a shot. We can always run into a house if it gets
I
sticky.
mean, we have firearms.
Just scythes.
There's about
Hey.
8 mountain guards out there. If we all form
Okay.
up, we can take these down.
Well, could I?
All right, here we go again.
I mean,
Look, Isaac, last time we did this, 6 children died. This is on you if that happens again.
I'm just saying there's no fucking point of us saving all these people from the train and just let them die because you couldn't be asked to fire your weapon.
That is basically what's happening here. Okay, fine.
Can I cast Cloud of Daggers just kind of in the middle of this, or maybe kind of directly in front where the guards are, so it's almost like stopping. Well, not stopping, but kind of they'll have to come through that.
Oh, sorry, is that? Say that's not bad.
So I explained that whole thing in the most stupid
it's
way.
all good, it's all good.
Basically, I want to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers, yes.
Either.
Yep.
I guess are they through the tunnel?
They're
They're
in
out of the
this
tunnel.
open space.
Okay.
It's a very open space. There's no like sort of
Are they not kind of all
choke points.
gathering
There's no choke
towards
points.
the?
I can show you a map.
Ooh, yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, because the idea was just to
Take it.
cast it. Wow.
Well, take my earrings back now, then.
need those.
Otherwise, I'll forget them and Bricky will have them forever. Thank you.
Just like that, like you need. And lamp them.
I bet you can't kill 5 with a single brick.
That's really well made.
Thanks.
Silky grotto for all your crochet
Yes,
needs.
I can make bricks.
You like
That should be your
okay.
tagline. I can make bricks.
I can make bricks.
let's go.
Ooh!
It's quite a basic map.
Ooh, look at them houses.
Give me.
To you.
Just to me, that's it.
Did I see no?
Oh no!
Hey!
My cat's ear!
Oh, the acre
How
update.
dare you!
It really is.
I might use those.
What lovely houses.
Using these.
Oh, we're in space. Sick.
Oh, is that the
You
dead
got
Oh,
train?
it's the train.
Oh, that's cool.
You got the zoomy zoom.
Excuse me.
Excused.
With the 885 speeder bus there.
You just need to 3D print a train now, and you.
So the nearest building you would have been at probably is this one. So where would you be? Fear?
Where are they coming from?
This direction.
He'll plant himself in the middle, auto rifle out, and he's just going to start trying to.
Just like here?
Yep.
Yep, okay. Kitty?
I think still, yeah, probably about there.
There?
Yeah, that seems
Right.
fair.
Parallel to Kitty.
So like this way?
Yeah, nearer the house.
Yeah.
But would it?
Yeah.
I'm going to change that if you don't mind.
What?
He's going to run up the wall onto the roof
Nice.
and just start
Nice.
shooting down into the
Lovely.
fucking. Yeah.
Okay, what would you want to do?
I want to do something similar, but maybe like on top of this carriage here, so like maybe I can draw them to me.
Nice.
Cut them down.
There's some blue tack on that pole.
On that pole, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, right there.
Work that pole.
Work it.
Thanks.
You did work it.
Thank you.
Great working.
Great working.
Great pole work.
Cool. Okay, that's those. Now, like, this is like a small representation of stuff that's going on. So we've only got a limited amount of stuff that's going on here. Sort of.
Yay! My 2 fairy minis.
Yay.
This is kind of the
These
closest thing
fuckers.
we've got.
Oh, I do have some good
Give me your teeth.
Blackstone Fortress minis you could use as well.
Could be.
Okay, man.
I'll show you actually a little picture of what they actually look like. As they're sort of swarming in towards you. We need a couple of these.
Now would be a good time for that grenade, Marcus.
Yeah.
A couple of
Yes.
These are
Yeah.
the mountain guards
Thank
there.
They'll be fine. Look at him. He's got a pickaxe.
The closest thing, yeah. So the mountain guards look like that.
Nice.
Cool.
Hey.
Yeah.
Very Cornish.
He is very Cornish.
And then
Oh God.
What atrocities have you
they
got
look
for
like
us?
that.
Oh, they are like a ghoul.
They're exactly the mini I've
Oh,
got.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fucking.
We'll get 'em
let
out
me get the trip. No, it's like it's silly how good it is.
Oh, I need that.
Right.
Right. Right, initiative, please, everyone.
Oh.
That's the noise that I imagine you're making.
The voice box open. Danger, danger.
Jack,
High voltage!
When we touch.
When we kiss, when we touch.
Oh, yeah.
oh, son of a
That's
bitch.
it. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
That's cool. Very, very similar. I'm not rolling initiative for every single one of them. Done.
Yeah, groups is so much easier.
Yeah.
You're all going on 10.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You're right, mate.
I'm tired.
Sleepy
Oh,
boy.
I'm tired, I'm
I'm
weak.
weak.
Excellent.
Okay, Kitty again, what you at?
14.
Okay, we're going there. Marina?
8.
8. Marcus?
16.
Your dex says +3, isn't it? Yeah.
24.
Right, so Fear, you're up. And you've got essentially what? How many was it? 5, 6, 8
Cool.
sort of these creatures just bounding towards you all.
I know it said he had the repeater rifle, but I think actually what's going to happen is he goes up to the top of that building as they come like screeching in, and as the first one is like about to get to that first guardsman, he goes to like pull at where the repeater rifle is, but the sniper rifle that's on his back almost turns into like a blood flow and then like materializes down his arm and then reforms into the rifle with the heart basically being it almost has like a
Nice.
as it like reforms into this long firearm. He brings it up. As that first one's getting there, he's going to try and take the headshot on that one about to attack the guard, basically.
Sure, yep.
I will use Greater Weapon Mastery for this one to take -5, but add 10 to the damage. Being on the roof,
Yes.
any chance I've got advantage on that, or is it currently just a straight shot?
Just a straight shot.
Okay,
I'm afraid.
it's not good. That is a... It's only a 10.
Does not hit. I'm
No.
afraid. Yeah.
As it goes off.
It's just, I think, probably just too quick. They're moving targets, but they're moving in such a way that's just not what you're used to. So it's hard to take a shot. So unfortunately, you miss there. Anything else you want to do?
He will... Here they come! And... There's not really anywhere I can try and hide. I suppose he will attempt to basically run across and jump and like duck behind this roof just here to try and get like a vantage point and hide.
Acrobatics check.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Beat a 12.
I don't think that's happening up a natural two.
Oh no.
So you attempt to go down here, so you fall behind a little bit.
Oh, hang on, no. I get +11 in that. That's a 13.
Whoa. Nice.
I'll stick you to that. Fuck's sake.
Just lie me down over the... Yeah.
There you are.
That's my greatest skill.
Alright, so I say that's all your movement, just going to come jump onto there. And
then-
your action.
But yeah, and then bonus action, try and hide.
Okay. Yep.
15.
Alright.
4 plus 11.
You think you're in? Yep. Alright, that's you. Isaac is up next. He's got his pistol out again. He's going to fire. He misses as just a shot kind of like weaves in between the whole crowd of them. Does not work. You'll go for a second shot. That one misses. He's just kind of.
Remember our Ethan Ward conversation?
Shut the fuck up! Does you hit shots?
Ow!
Marcus.
I think I've got one blood grenade.
By all means, if you want to use that grenade.
Yeah.
I don't think we've used it for him.
I think I have used 2. I've had 3 originally.
That's fine, yeah.
So I'm just going to throw it straight into the middle of those.
You want that sort of like here kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the radius? You know?
Doesn't say. Thank you. Yeah, I think I've relied on you. Past.
163. Not good enough.
Have you got it, have you? I've been into this book for a while.
Where the fuck is it? Somewhere along here. Not about grenades. Do you know what type of grenade I got? Because there's 3 different ones. Because there's like flak, fire, and flash.
I think it was frag. Or flak.
Flak, yeah. Flak. So you can only throw up to 20 feet. Okay. So we'll measure that in a minute.
I can move to the
edge. It's a 10 feet area of impact, so 10 feet in any direction from it.
Cool.
There should be range rulers under there, bud.
Under you?
Yeah.
I don't see any. So 20 feet.
If I'm not in range, I'll just move to sort of like the front of the carriage.
So you can get one there from where you are. It's kind of.
Yeah.
So if you want, you could move here.
Yeah.
So I can say about sort of 10 feet movement. Yeah, so you can just about get it there.
Cool.
And that would get lob
or yeet.
Okay, so you can get 4 hits there.
Cool.
If you center it on that one mini.
Yeah.
Cool. So you have to roll something probably.
Maybe I'll use my Starfinder dice.
Oh, they've got to make a dexterity check. So what's your dexterity mod?
3.
And your proficiency's 3 as well, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's they've got to be a 14 dexterity saving throw. The middle one misses. The one on the front fails as well. The one at the back there succeeds. And the other one succeeds as well. So 2 of them fail, 2 of them succeed.
Cool.
And they're going to take 4d4 bludgeoning damage.
Sweet.
So roll 4d4 please.
4d4. 2. Sorry. 3. I've got all the dice, I just don't know what the fuck they are.
Doesn't count.
Doesn't count, can you use that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
11. Okay.
Thank you.
So the ones that succeeded take half damage, so that takes 5.
Bless you.
No, thank you.
Also, stop it.
Cool. Right. So these 2 that fail, they go prone. So they're kind of knocked back by the explosion. The other 2 just managed to sort of shield the fragments from hitting them. They're still sort of cut up by your grenade. Still does damage.
Cool.
Still a very good move. Perfect for the kind of group that we're dealing with here.
So I will use my second action to just fire a crossbow bolt at...
Can you do that as a straight bonus action?
We've got 2 attacks.
2 attacks.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Which one?
18.
Which
Probably this one.
That one. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
It was 18.
18. Yeah, absolutely hits. Roll damage.
So it's dexterity plus.
Yep.
D8 plus 4. Sorry. 8 damage.
8 damage. Alright. Yeah, you fire the crossbow bolt and it hits and it's just like impaled in them. They kind of like screech at being hit and they kind of look at you and just and they look like they're going to try and beam for you. So they're just like
beam it for you.
beam.
Buttery biscuit. Boom. Boom.
It is now all their turn.
Buzz.
Natty crunchy.
All of their turn now, so how much movement have they got? Well, much movement. And
You know when somebody's like learning samba down the road.
so they get up.
Hello.
To you. I'll let them all do movement first. Even with the throw, then move up there.
Hello.
Nope, we tried.
Housekeeping.
These guys are strong. They'll be fine.
Go and gather next to Alex.
Oh no,
Oh, he's dead. Oh, he just doesn't stop now.
I'm just a little loving.
I'll take your shot.
What are those minis?
Little tooth fairies.
Okay, so
Back on Kashori, you guys faced them.
right, this one
Give me your teeth.
misses. Fucking hits. They go for that. So that is. That's 18 points of damage on that guy.
18 points of damage.
18 points of damage, and he rolled a crit.
Okay.
So that guy's gonna hit him. Hopefully. Well, that's a cocker.
Gogger.
That hits. That one as well. That misses. So that one takes 7 points of damage. One's gonna go for you, Marcus. It's an 8 on the dice, which does not hit you because you've got some high AC. So you're fine for that guy. I can't really do anything else.
This is like what's happening now on the table.
What? Oh, right. That's going to be their turn.
That's really quite nice.
And we'll go through the rest of it and then we'll
Can't stop.
up there.
Just went from 6 to midnight.
So this guy is going to go for 2 attacks and he's going to try and hit one of them each.
That's a good one.
Absolutely misses the first one.
It's like body modifications. Freaking
Brick.
yeah.
Also misses the other one. I was going for that, I missed.
Sucks when you've got a whole group of enemies and they just
This one
can't
hits that
fucking
one.
land a hit. You're like, let me just kill one player.
Just one.
They do 9 points of damage onto the one that looks like a stub.
We'll call him Stubby.
And he will be mine.
Hello.
Just some gnome. My name's Stubby. Leave me alone.
Stubby.
Next up is Kitty.
Hello. I'm gonna cloud of daggers.
Cloud of daggers.
Because it's
Sorry,
a
in that box down
5 cube
there.
kind of feet on each side of the point that I do it. So if I do it here, it should. What?
I'm gonna be that guy. So it fills a 5-foot square, basically. As far as I'm aware, with
It
daggers.
says on here, you fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube, 5 feet on each side.
Yeah,
What
so-
does that mean?
So an actual square is 5 foot.
Oh, that's a really weird way of phrasing it. Because in my head, it was like a point, and then like. whee!
No, because we had this conversation when we did this like back in our day, but that's the actual mini for it.
Yeah.
There. So Cloud of Daggers actually fills a square.
That's fine.
So it takes you from a 10-foot radius to a 5-foot square.
Yeah, that's
essentially.
yeah, it's just really weirdly worded, but yeah, that's fine.
I agree with you. It's
Yeah, you know
very
what I mean? Yeah,
badly
because
worded.
in my visual mind palace.
I agree because we did the same thing
Thanks,
where you
Stella.
were like, it's definitely like it's a 10-foot square.
Yeah,
but it's
okay.
not.
No.
So no, it's not going to be there then, is it? Because that will do fucking nothing.
Put one of them in it.
Yeah, yeah. So just on top of.
Go for Stubby.
Oh, that feels mean. It feels like I hate.
Put him out of his fucking misery.
Which
He's
one's
not even
got
attacked me yet.
damage? The most damage, do you know?
It would have been
Oh yeah.
quite hard to track.
Yeah, sorry, that was a bit.
No, that's fine,
yeah.
it's fine. I think it was this one.
Okay, well I'm going to go for that. So this is
Okay.
basically just going to go
Yeah,
on
it's
top
gonna
of
go
that.
on top of that, that's fine, yeah.
In that case, I'm not going to do it as a 3rd level spell because that just seems a bit, yeah, excessive. I think I'll just do it as a 2nd. So that is 4d4 slashing damage. It doesn't need to do a save, it is just straight up 4d4. What have I got? 5, 9,
Lovely.
13 damage.
Very good.
To that one.
How does that stay around and you move it around?
So a creature takes 4 evil when it enters the spell's area on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Yeah.
So it'll get
concentration.
Another.
That's awesome. It means you can like move it around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long? It's
versatile.
1 minute concentration.
Okay. That one is torn to pieces by your cloud of daggers, and already being wounded. You can see it just rips apart its flesh, and it just becomes like a blood tornado. Yeah.
It's in that band.
Wonderful job there.
Thanks.
Anything else you want to do?
Ooh.
Move, bonus action.
You know what? For now, I think I'm just going to. That'll be it.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at my lovely cloud of daggers. Yeah.
Were you definitely in range?
60 feet. I'll move to obviously I'll move to like
You just about, you're fine.
You smashed it.
You're good.
Well in.
Yeah.
You're fucking well in, mate.
Making sure. Cool. All right. In that case, Marina.
Oh.
Bottom of the round, unfortunately.
That's fine.
You're here.
I'm happy at the bottom. I am going to. How far am I from the mass?
I mean, you're probably the same sort of speed as distance as Kitty, so about 60 foot.
About 60 foot.
Yep.
Perfection. In that case, as a bonus action, I am going to voice box open.
Yep.
And this like kind of melancholy classical music kind of echoes out across and bounces like off the walls of the houses. But it's not quite a song, but like her voice becomes almost like melodic with it as she calls out, and I'm going to target for this. Sorry, Kitty, but I know this does absolutely fuck all for you, so I'm omitting it for you. Fear Marcus, Isaac T. Business, and the guard up
And the
here.
Tooth Fairy.
This one, yeah?
Yeah. To give them the weapon of the oppressed. So Marinette is going to speak out. Hold firm. Keep your position. Everything will be fine. And so you get an extra 1d4 thunder damage on a successful weapon attack.
Oh, that's nice.
With that one. And that is once per turn for 1 minute.
Sweet.
That's
very
my
much.
bonus action.
Cool, alright.
I'm guessing this is like wave 1, right?
Well, there are multiple sort of
Okay, so this is just our
kind of like a
shit.
smaller portion.
Okay.
Of it, but, yeah.
In that case,
There may be more. You don't know.
there may be more. I'm going to cast Sleep. It's a 90-foot range.
Okay.
I'm going to try. I think the. I was just looking at it. Where has it gone? Creatures within a 20-foot point of my choosing within range. So, as many as I can get, really.
Should be able to smash those.
Yeah. Because they're all
What,
kind of
20
grouped
feet,
together.
so-
20-foot range.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, if it's 20 foot from each one, yeah, I mean, that will be a fireball spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say.
Outer ring. From the centre point, 5, 10, 15, 20. They're 5 foot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can get everyone. Every thing in there.
Yeah. So I am going to cast Sleep. Let's do it at second level.
Second level.
So that is going to be 78.
Oh my god. I love this spell so much.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Only really works low doesn't it?
Or on like minion stuff like this. I mean, they've got lower HP as it is.
That is going to be 22 HP. So start with the lowest and then
Just to work things out, huh?
just for you, Maths.
Oh, wicked maths!
Oh, yeah, Maths.
Gotta keep that power.
Although I took this picture of the battle and Siobhan looks like part of the backdrop.
You do look painted on.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my tight little marionette buns, though.
Massive shoulders.
Oh, clenched. That's when she was skinny.
No, skinny legend.
She's now built, but still weak. Good night. Did I get stubby? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, poor stuff.
Bye, Stubby.
Yeah. So 4 of them fall prone asleep.
Cool.
You can see them start. And you see that they're sort of like these sort of deadly red eyes start to close, and they kind of like go into like fetal position.
Sleep, little
and they just huddle onto the floor.
monsters. Close your eyes. Don't eat us, or we will have a cry.
It works absolutely. Half of them just fall asleep into a blissful slumber. Yeah, very well done. It's very good. That would bring us to the top of the round, but I believe it's time for us to end the episode there. And we shall see what happens with these mad bloods, as they're so called.
Mad bloods! Never lose it!
And I will say that these mad bloods, just so you know what they are essentially crazed vampires.
Ooh.
So when someone is first turned into a vampire, usually the first thing they do is try and find something to feed on. And if they fully consume the sort of target that they're feeding on, or they just have a hunger for more and they keep going, they just become more and more crazy until they literally evolve into these rabid
Girl, you crazy.
beings.
So messy.
These extra sharpened claws and dagger-like teeth. Yeah, it's very, very cool.
Ooh.
But we shall end it there. Thank you everyone for joining for episode 14 of BLOODPUNK, and I'll be back in the next 2 weeks for more BLOODPUNK. But join us as usual for the Monday Starfinders, as per usual.
Yeah.
There's nothing else really going on at the minute.
No, I think that's it until... terribly sorry for missing Painting Up the Monster Manual today. We're rescheduling that for next week on Thursday. So if you do watch that show, we'll be back. Unfortunately, things happen and I had to close down the stream early. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be back on Monday for the Dragonborn Industries Starfinder podcast. And then towels are on the roof.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. To be busy.
Yeah, I mean, after this week, we then probably got... We need to discuss whether or not we're going to stream in the week up to, or if we're going to pre-record anything, or if we're going to come back on the Sunday or the Monday from Games Expo and go straight back into it.
Yeah.
Ideally, we'll chat about that after.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Till then, just thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Until then, make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere, all the social platforms, and we'll see you around all the next time. See you later.
Bye.